right, we are starting episode 20, The Call of the Netherdeep, coming back from the temporary little flashback sequence of the one shot of the deep cuts for the Battle of the Barbed Fields. To put that in a quick summary, especially for our friend Ludo, who wasn't able to play that session. Back in the day, in the middle of the height of the calamity, there was a siege on the Umbra Gates, the was now known as the Betrayer's Rise, where the demons and devils had made their stronghold here in the Jorhassian wasteland. This fated hero, Elixian, this Ruidus-born, cursed, and Sehanine blessed paladin, was striving to make a deadly, fatal push into the heart of this stronghold to attempt to close the abyssal rift that resided within, and to help sway and turn the tides for the forces of light and good. He had assembled a motley crew of people. Morgen, time wizard, who was from our friend special guest Snail. And then we'll have everyone else go around and introduce themselves and who they played in the last session. We'll start with Saeryn on this one.
Hey, I'm Matt. I'm the person speaking now, and last session I was playing Dearest.
Excellent. And then next we'll go with Morgen.
Hello. I am Hunter. Last session I was playing Blood Wraith. I am happy to be returning into Morgen Megen today.
Excellent. And then finally we have who's usually Aljin.
Yeah, I'm Aaron. Last session I was playing Kerr, and I'll be mixed feelings about getting back into Mox. We'll see how this goes today.
It has been a while. In a while. Exactly. In that fated push into the Betrayer's Rise, the session started off with fireballs on a familiar bridge spanning the Misty Chasms. Then they defeated the demons there with some quick work. Plunged in, and then were chased in a dark tunnel of endless darkness and silence by many like creatures. Had to paddle through hordes of spiders with a montage of fireballs and spirit guardians, and just quick work, expending up those little quick resources to expedite the process. They then happened upon a nice spooky bone staircase down a vertigo hallway of crimson fleshy grossness and masks. I'll show that for Ludo. And then they plunged down deeper within, found a cursed statue that put them all under an effect of madness and violence, where all of them attacked each other except for the time wizard and the hero Elixian. And then they were able to effectively end and get past that, where they finally got into the deadly chasm battle that happened at the very end, where the rift was, and it was madness. Where eventually all of them fell in a fated last stand to protect Elixian, a staff of power being snapped over the wizard's knee as the hero was temporarily banished, shunted to a temporary dimension, while that blast took care of any immediate demons, forming a little like crystal bedrock area where the hero once stood. As he came back, another rush of demons came and defeated him, and then in a blast of divine light, Avandra in a single teardrop reawoken, revived Elixian the hero, and seemingly blessing him with her divine energy as well, as he closed up this abyssal rift at the very top, as a crimson vermilion streak, the color of the red moon, began to grow in that crystal. We pretty much left off the scene there with most people here standing on the bridge, we're going back to present time with the current heroes, having witnessed all of that in their mind's eye. And I will say all of them couldn't help but resemble a slight resemblance between Alexian, that profited hero, and one of their current companions, as they remembered a angelic being, a Perigry, who seemed to be with child from the hero Alexian, and she managed to escape the rise before that fated last stand.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's a lot of tokens on that map. I'm like zooming in, trying to check everything out.
That's his takeaway from the whole thing. Like, you have a lot of tokens on the map.
Yeah, major revelations of family resemblance. Oh man, look at those tokens.
Oh,
Yeah, lots of auras. But yeah, you would probably, I'm not sure if Ludo would catch that. Not sure how close. Yeah, you would be like, huh, that looks a lot like me, as you're watching that hero Alexian in that final stand, and then you wonder about your ASMR heritage, perhaps. That's what happened in the last episode. The episode before that, the one that we are actually now continuing back to that misty bridge spanning the chasm before you all plunge into the Betrayer's Rise. Some big things happened before that, with mostly the team making final preparations with Loisha before they delved into the Rise, and having to perform a large divine ritual with the three magics of Saeryn, Corellon, and Avandra. But in a twisted last-minute surprise, their companion Aljin, the water Ashari, had decided that he had to leave out to go and find the cure to save his ill grandmother that he had scryed on and seen in her sickbed. He had given most of his belongings and winnings to a mercenary tabaxi named Mox with a mysterious background, who came and delivered the letter and the news of the Ashari goodbye. A dry goodbye, we're calling it. And I think we should pretty much catch up from there. As everyone is reeling after this ritual, you manage to succeed in closing off this, or opening up, I should say, the gates of Betrayer's Rise, and what everyone thought was an impossible feat, as you are following after your fated rivals who carry this mysterious jewel of three prayers that is tied to this hero Alexian. And you wait to go in and uncover what mysteries are within.
Just to remind me, because I'm trying to remember, we know they went this direction, correct? Because there was another path possibly under, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, you heard that
went...
you heard the expedition teams, like in the past when they used to mine and delve into the Rise, these gates were never able to be opened before, ever since the calamity. So there had been like previous like rifts or previous tunnels that had opened up a actual rift into the abyss that started letting fresh demons out. And that those got closed down, but you had heard that the Hythenos estate family had possibly known those secrets, and Farron Thalis, the task hand of the city, had mentioned that he could probably have found the information if he needed, but you succeeded in this ritual. You had heard the team of the rivals, they ran across this bridge, Io. The blue orc presented that jewel. It glowed with a radiant, like crimson light, and the doors opened up.
Okay, nice. That's what I thought. I remember there being a secondary entrance.
Yeah.
Good.
But yeah, like I said, all of that stuff, that flashback sequence, you all witnessed that in your mind's eye. I'll let you all dictate what you do from there.
Well, it was a
Are
crazy
we
night show.
Are we aware that everybody had that vision?
Maybe, possibly. You all know that you each individually had your own vision. And then I will also say, I did give everyone a little bit of a bonus thing in their inventories, a power up for some of these items that they used in that ritual. So don't forget that, and if you have any questions about those, feel free to ask me about it. Except for
I
Max.
get
I noticed
scolding every time I look at it. I get happy.
My silver light spear looks like it has an updated name, at least.
But yeah, you see in the background Loisha standing there next to Mox, and she's just like, "Wow, that was quite spectacular."
Yeah, it was a bit much, but doesn't seem like everyone came out of that one okay. So maybe we should be careful.
I'm still not quite sure what to make of it. However, I do agree. Caution is something I would like to exercise in this time, but it seems the longer they lingered, the worse off they are. I'm not saying we should push ourselves, but I also don't think that we should stay too long.
Well, they also had the disadvantage of it being the calamity, so maybe it's not as bad anymore.
I suppose that's true. Who knows? It could just be ruins now. I mean, still probably filled with demons, but maybe it's not quite so bad that there's not quite yet an active war.
Or it could be that there's hundreds of years of zombies or monsters in there, and that we're just now walking into a giant trap that hasn't been opened for thousands of years.
Okay, hold on a second. You think they were walking into a trap, and I say we're walking into a trap after a bunch of suckers already walked in there.
That was 1,000 years ago. It could be
I mean,
many more.
Ayojabe.
Oh, who?
Ayo?
Oh, I don't
The
know.
other rival group? Oh my god, right. You don't know. You don't know.
No, I don't. No, none of that.
Basically, this other group already opened the doors and went in. We're
Okay,
trying to catch up to them.
And just see them, meet them, kill them, all the above. Some of the
We could play fast and loose with what we're doing once we see them.
Okay. That's. I mean, just let me know I mean, if it doesn't look humanoid, it's probably gonna get attacked. I'm sure, or it's gonna attack us.
The signal for in doing hostilities with the other party is if I stab them, and then you start stabbing them too.
I can try. We try that from afar.
Now,
maybe.
we'll try to avoid violence. There's no need for excess violence.
Yeah, it's fair. We probably they outnumber us, so probably better if we don't just go straight to violence.
Should we start walking through the door before? I mean, it hasn't been opened in thousands of years. Are we worried that it's going to close on us, or just going to sit out front and talk about it?
Good idea, Catman. Let's go.
Catman.
I'll go rushing in with that under his breath. I will say we will get a marching order for this. We can have ranks. So we got front rank. You can do middle rank, back rank. You can do front rank, back rank, side to side, single file. I'll let y'all arrange yourselves. You tell me.
Ludo would probably go first. Shield in hand, spear in hand.
I would go probably second, but off to the side. Like if he's taking like the front position, I would be a few spaces back off to a side.
So like
opening.
middle left
Probably
rank.
like here.
Excellent. Morgen in the middle.
Yeah, Morgan in the mid.
Clear eyesight is what I want.
I guess Elisha will take up the back with Saeryn, just like it's like main spellcasters in the back.
Where we always are, we're supposed to be. Let me see something here.
I don't want to be that far out. I don't want to be 10 feet out.
Mm-hmm.
We're not going to make that mistake again. I'm casting Mage Armor.
Oh yeah. As you begin making your way in, piercing, dark, almost magical darkness starts to weigh in and oppress upon you. You hear the whispers of the abyss. Of Shabbat, join us. Darkness, render. Flesh, rip, kill. Just 1,000 years of hatred and darkness and demons and devils making their stronghold, as Mox had said, undisturbed, like a freshly cracked crypt. Just that whiff of decay and necrotic vibes, I guess, for a lack of better word. Lost my eloquence there at the end, but you press into the Netherdeep. Or not the Netherdeep, the Betrayer's Rise.
As we hear those voices, Ludo kind of like lowers his head and says audibly enough to everyone, "Stay close to me, and you can repel the voices."
And I will say, with the what are everyone's like intentions? What's everyone's like internal thoughts and everything? I'll like let you guys, get a quick moment to like get yourself situated, physically, mentally, or even like what are your intentions? What are you actively seeking? Are the fastest way through looking for the rivals, looking for treasures and secrets? Just trying to not get lost. I'll let you guys go down through. What's on everyone's heads.
Morgen is her mental state, I guess, is just resolve with what she put at risk to open this door, and it worked. She definitely is feeling like she has to make it out of here alive. She knows the stakes, and after seeing what happened all those years ago, she knows that this is not a friendly place, and she's bracing herself for that.
Mm-hmm. No, perfect.
At this point, Ludo, especially with the vision, he's kind of curious now about maybe some more of possibly his own background, but at the same time, that's more in like the background of his mind. His forefront thinking is keeping this group safe, pushing onward and forward, catching up to the other group.
Awesome.
Mox not invested, in the way he is. He got into this thinking he's gonna make some money, and no one's been in this part from his guild, so he's very excited to be in here. Sort of excited to be in here. More or less, he's looking for anything to get him a little bit of coin in his pocket, but mostly he's going to do what he was hired to do, and that's help get these people out safe and get what's the payment that he's hoping for.
Yeah. Anyone else?
I think Saren's mostly focused on that rift at the bottom. Was basically a planar rift, and he's pretty sure that the reason he keeps hearing the dice in relation to the Betrayer's Rise is that he needs to go seal that. So he's like, kind of weird to have a divine mission, but not gonna look that in the mouth.
I guess you're focused on that. It's at the bottom, basically.
Yeah, it seems like the stuff that he saw is like, okay, that's probably doable without getting killed, but that dimensional rift is that was where everything kind of, the tide turned against the people that he saw in the vision.
All right. Is there anyone else? Was that everyone? Awesome. And then you see Aloysia just kind of silently falling behind, and it's like she's like, "I'll stay close. Just keep me protected if anything pops out." So as we go make our way through this dark tunnel, who wants to roll a D10 for me?
Nope.
I will.
The Ludo, yeah. Just work your way back the line if we need to do it again.
Oh, right in the middle.
Righty.
Juicy 5.
As you make your way down through, it's a dark, dank tunnel. Occasionally you're stepping on like this black obsidian stone that seems to be like worked through the heart of the mountain, but also like polished and crafted with some, weird infernal fuckery. The tunnels twist and curve and jump up and down seemingly randomly. You'll come sometimes to like random intersections and crossways where it's like a fork or a full four-way stop, or you'll start going up on a slope that's turning upwards, but then it will like twist in another way that goes back down to like where you were just walking in that path coming that way in. We played last session, be familiar with that little bit of dark fuckery. The magical darkness, it's like not full magical, like does everyone here have dark vision, or does anyone need any light sources?
I have dark vision.
Morgen does.
I know this is like the cliche D&D thing. Just to let you know, Jack, the dark vision of Mox is actually, I can see colors as though, or I can see in color in light, in dim light, I believe. Let me look. Let me double check that. There is a caveat to Tabaxi's dark vision. It's real weird. Dark vision. You discern colors. You discern colors in dark. Oh no, I thought there was something else. Maybe not. No, I thought for some reason I thought they had something different.
But yeah, like regular dark vision, it's all like shades of gray.
Yep. For some reason I must have read something else. I'm just setting up this character.
If Morgan does have dark vision, but if it is an unnatural kind of darkness, or it becomes hard for her to see, she will resort to using the light cantrip.
I think that should be good. Like, if you have that maintained on something, that's enough to like. It doesn't give out the full like 20/20. It's probably more of like a 10/10. You see, it's pretty diminished and pressing in, but you still hear like all sorts of like echoes and clatterings. Like sometimes at these intersections, there'll be like random altars and with all sorts of like demonic carvings and runes carved into them, or like the black burnt candles are in like a messy pool of ichor as you like walk by. There's random like reliefs and mosaics with like a crimson stained red as your like light passes through it. It is all sorts of terrain. In the next instance, you're like walking through like a natural cavern that you like feel like a slight stench and a breeze, and you're stepping in like pools of what you hope is water beneath your feet at like kind of like in like the little like divots along the path that's like more natural stone, and then eventually you will all kind of head into what appears to be like a room. The path leads only in one direction that you find yourself on, and you come into what looks just like a small garden type room of the natural hewn stone, almost square as like you walk in through the pathway and you realize there's no exit. Like these come into a dead end, but you see like wilted, withered decayed greenery, but you're surprised to see as your light cantrip lights up, it actually, like, there was some form of plant life and stuff here. Does anyone have any thoughts, questions, rolls they wish to make?
I wouldn't mind trying to get figure out what kind of plants grew in here.
Awesome. Actually, let me go ahead and make sure everyone can see. And anyone else need to do anything? Or want to do anything?
I think Ludo would also cast a light cantrip just on his shield for some additional light.
Nice, that helps combat against it a little bit more. Alright, so we got like a little bit like you're investigating, like looking at like the plants and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Saeryn, alright, yeah, give me a that will be a nature check. With that cast light, you see there do appear to be like in the center of what this room would be, it's probably like let's say like 50 feet across on all sides, kind of like slants in on one of the corners, what would be like northeast corner if y'all came in from like the west side. In the center of the room there do appear to just be like natural like wooden benches, made out of natural wood, but crafted together. There's like pots and other like various shrubs and leaves and greens, and then a stone hearth that's kind of like crumbling out in that corner. As Saeryn, you're making that 19 nature check.
Are we supposed to be seeing a different map?
Oh no, not yet.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Just describing stuff, just
Okay,
helping give like
alright.
the visual.
I thought you said make sure we could see something. My bad.
I'm just gonna make just setting up future dark visions.
Gotcha.
But the plants that you see as you go to like the nearest one, so like you kind of like you're leaving down like a little bit away from the group, like 5-10 feet, looking at like one of the plants that's growing. With that 19, you've definitely heard of these are like a weird variant of a fern that is found throughout the Xhorhas wastelands, but it's definitely very vibrant and green. It's called a wither vine. And you know that it can be used as like a it's like a I'm trying to like figure out the word to describe it. It has like a restricting quality. If like given if it attaches like to like a host, if it's still like living, it will try and like wrap around and squeeze and pretty much give like necrotic like wither and bloom type damage to like feed itself with. But you realize that there has definitely some like potentials of harvesting for like either poison salves or something to be used in like a natural form of that spell as like a magical component if harvested correctly.
Do I know how to harvest it correctly with that 19?
Probably with a little bit of time and like safety. Do you have like any sort of tools or anything that would help or assist?
Not
do you
particularly. Besides like a dagger, not really.
Mm-hmm. But I think everyone else, you kind of notice Saeryn going looking at that, and that that's like your immediate like quick snap investigation of that. But give you guys any time on anything else or discussions.
Sort of just looking around, do we see tracks through here of like is there just is this sort of like a one in one out sort of room or
Yes.
hallway, or is okay? All right. Does it look any different like from what the vision we just saw? What is like the change? Like is minus the 1,000 years?
Yeah.
I
this is definitely a fresh room. You guys definitely recall, the Abyss. It's always going to be random paths. It's changed for everyone that's delved in. But yeah, this looks like a weird, overgrown, neglected corner room. Like it's almost like odd, like out of all those various different chambers you passed in through, and you're following like this like one main straight path ahead, and it just and into like this weird dead end.
Okay.
I will say, what's everyone's passive perceptions?
Morgan's is 17.
10.
11.
Not too high, too low.
Alright.
17, 15, 10, 11. Not bad.
All right. So is anyone doing anything else immediately while Saeryn is looking at that plant? Did you like tell anyone about it yet?
I think I'd be pretty much describing out loud everything you just said. Oh, one of these wither roots. I think you could use these for like some kind of like wither and broom, necrotic spell casting. I don't really know what it's spell, but it's kind of interesting that's in here. I don't think anyone should touch it. I'm not sure if it's a dwarven nut.
Would you like me to take a look at it?
Be my guest.
And Morgan would kind of walk up to it and start inspecting this vine, maybe try and see if she knows how to harvest something like this.
Yeah, I mean, and you have like your alchemical type tools or something like that, right?
I can give you either an alchemy check or an herbalism kit check.
Do the herbalism kit check. I think that one will that'd be appropriate. Make that be like a wisdom skill check with the proficiency bonus.
We got a 15.
15, excellent. So you're definitely like, it's going to take like a minute or two, not too much time, but like, you just got to make sure you're taking the proper care to not let it like touch your skin, otherwise it will, try and grab you. But that is dexterous enough. So I think you like get up right there. I'm next with Saeryn. As the two of you like looking at that plant, and you see like the other stuff around in the room is not nearly as like wondrous in properties. They're just like weird, abyssally warped, greeneries and leaf and stuff like that. While Megen and Saeryn are doing that, Mox and Ludo and Elisha, you're just like chilling up near like the entrance, or are you guys?
No, I'm sort of behind, like where they're doing this, getting not impatient, but sort of like watching and listening and trying to figure out if anything's trying to come either way or coming toward us. Just sort of perception checks, like looking around, just trying to make everything.
Yeah, go ahead and make that. Would you want to do like a perception, or were you looking for like tracks and stuff like that? Because that would be more of a survival.
Probably just a perception.
Okay, you're just like trying to listen for noises and stuff.
Hold on, let me look. It's the same. Perception, survival, the same. We'll do survival.
So you're specifically looking for tracks and stuff with like movements and disturbances in this area. Cool.
Yep.
Cool. Make that roll.
Let's see how this turns out. 14. Hey, didn't roll too bad.
No.
I think,
go ahead.
Can Ludo assist? Because I imagine he would be doing kind of the same thing. He's going to move more towards Saeryn and Morgan, though.
That's where I was toward that way too.
So you guys are going to come help, like, kind of stay grouped up.
Yeah, when I saw them go down, like Morgan I don't know him as Saeryn, I know him as Arlo. When I saw Arlo going up, and I don't even remember. Hold on, I don't remember what is Arlo your name you give people?
Yeah,
okay.
I'm pretty sure I gave you Arlo Morningwood.
Well, Aljin gave him Arlo, not Saeryn.
There it is.
That's because he introduced himself and he picked you all out and he called you Arlo. But right when he sees Arlo doing that, he would get close and then start looking for things. So we're pretty close together now.
Awesome. Yeah. So you're looking for those tracks. And you do see there's actually been some sort of like. There has been like you don't see like exact like footprints, but it's there's not that layer of like dust and decay. Like it is weird. Like so you can see like there has to be some sort of frequentness to this area. for things to not be looking like.
Is the tracks
Yeah.
both ways coming in and going out of this area?
It's like not exactly tracks, but it's like the lack of like. You notice like your fresh footprints is like, oh, like these things that are like freshly disturbed and overturned by us walking in here, but like you're not seeing your footprints and dust behind you. You're looking at like your survival with also Morgan's herbalism, realize like, oh, these things are tended to. There's been some sort of care and attention. And I will, I will say at that point, Morgan, you're able to like get that successful. You can get 2 doses of that wither bloom stuff. So like say, just put 2 pods of wither vine. What were you gonna say, Max?
Yeah. So just sort of seeing that there's stuff going on, I would probably notice that Ludo is also doing the same thing I'm doing, like sort of the post up, looking around. I would relay the information, probably shooting towards Ludo, like looking toward Ludo, be like, all right, and for giving the, there's motion on both sides. Looks like it's coming this way. There's really no like fresh markings, but also there's nothing really settling down here. So it looks like there's things or creatures coming in and out of this room often. And just sort of like give him the information, because at this point the very few interactions we have with this group, minus me being a complete jackass when we first came out through, would be this, like us sort of looking around. Getting a little nervous about that. Okay, getting a little nervous about seeing the random DM rolls.
So as that you're like looking around, you're feeling that nervousness. It is gonna get the surprise on you as all of a sudden behind you, a creature that was invisible, you smell the stench of its hot breath on your back as it's too late. A bargoyle demon appears out of invisibility, will make an attack at you. First one will be at this is gonna be a surprise round. So 1 second, because another one's popping up near Morgan. They some stealthy demons.
Should have went with perception.
All right, everyone roll initiative.
Sick.
Ludo.
Oh, nice.
Ludo. Hey, Arlo, what's your dex?
My dex?
Yeah. You plus...
16 plus 3.
Okay. I'm plus 5.
Fast boy. All right, that's
Fast
everyone.
boy. Dexy
All right.
boy.
Well, first attack's gonna be at the fast boy.
Yeah.
And it's gonna make its 3 attacks, 1 with its bite, 2 with its fist. The bite's gonna be with the advantage. That'll be a 13 to hit.
Misses. Look, I couldn't remember my freaking AC was.
Yep. Oh, and actually, yeah, because it's... yeah. And then it'll follow with a first one, and then fist 2. All right, 24 on that second fist.
Yeah, that hits.
That'll be 13 bludgeoning damage. Morgan, it's going to be same thing, first attack on you. We're going to go with the bite. Good thing advantage, but it's only 11. And then we'll do 2 regular fists. All right. These buggeros suck. And now we will, that was the surprise round. Back to the top of initiative. So they get their attacks again, right? Am I doing that wrong?
Our surprise condition ends. They should be in
initiative order at that point.
Yeah, and so they're at the top of the round.
And
this
they're at the
one's
top round?
so they go again.
Yes.
Awesome. So these ones seeing things not working out quite as much. This one bargoyle that's here next to Morgan, seeing that its attacks are completely useless, it's actually going to cast a spell on
You might
Morgen.
have them. You might. Are they on layer? You might have them on GM layer. Oh, you might have us
other
on
map.
the wrong map.
Does that kind of look like what I was describing?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's fine.
So that's where we're at right now. I need Morgen, or actually Saeryn. Give me a wisdom save or intelligence saving throw.
Ludo, do you have your aura yet?
I do. Yep.
Ooh.
So everybody within 10 feet of me gets +2 to any saving.
What color is your aura?
Let's go. I mean, we're gonna have to go stereotypical gold.
Yeah, amber. Is amber the color of your energy?
Yeah, it is.
Saeryn, you are in that aura
Whoa.
with that intelligence saving throw. Bargoro didn't realize it was targeting the wizard.
The app is having an issue with rolling, so I'm just going to roll it. I nat 1.
Oh no!
No. Oh no.
Oh
Plus
boy!
your aura.
Yep.
+2.
+2. That's a 10.
So what happens is you're like rooted there, and then like underneath your feet, you feel like all of a sudden you see ghostly, like skeletal hands rip up from the ground beneath you and grab onto your ankles and just like start like raking into you with claws, and you just hear like the laughing that rattles in your head is like the worst cackling of rattling of dice you've ever had. And you will take Yes, you'll take 2 psychic damage.
Aye, aye, aye.
All right, and then this one here next to Mox, I think it's going to try again and just make its attacks. But this time it's doing full reckless, so all of its attacks are at advantage, but all attacks will be at advantage against it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to go bite again, because you're right there.
Yeah.
So 23 to hit for 10 piercing. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the 10.
Yep. And then the fist is going to knock out at Elisha. For 24 to hit, that would be 7. So, there we go. And then last attack. Yeah, I can't really get around over to where Ludo is, so it's just going to take its last fish that the cat in front of it.
Yeah.
25 for 5 more
25
bludgeoning.
hits.
All right.
This thing hits hard.
Yeah, that is their turn. Now it is Max's up.
You know, initiative is weird right now. Well, crapola. I'm gonna have to do something, and there's people over there. They're not holding anything. Can I get an angle there? No, I don't like that angle. I'm gonna move Mox over to that point. 20, 25. That's 25 feet. And he's gonna raise his. You guys have seen him with his crossbow. He's going to raise the crossbow, and I don't think anybody actually is close enough to. Ludo might be able to. And he's going to pull not the crossbow trigger, but the secondary metal trigger, and shoot his. Well, you guys, a loud bang will come from the crossbow as he fires his firearm at the ape. He is a gunner DM, so he does not get disadvantage on attack rolls being within 5 feet
Beautiful.
of a creature. He's also using a grip point to expend to use a piercing shot, because at this point I have the angle on the larger creature and I can pierce through and hit the secondary one, since it's a large creature.
Yeah. I think
So
narrowly
that-
kind of angling like lightly above Aloysia, since they're large creatures.
Yeah, sort of trying to even if I can wing the arm, it's out of it's so big.
They're big targets, easy enough to
so
angle.
I can get that. So the second shot, I shoot once. The second shot is at disadvantage, but the first shot is a normal shot.
Because their first one's at advantage on the first one.
Oh yes, I forgot. So I get an advantage in the first shot, and then it's a disadvantage on the secondary target.
Yeah. See if the piercing hits.
Correct. So here's the first shot against the first one. A 21 to hit.
Yeah, we'll hit.
For 12 points of piercing damage, and then disadvantage on the secondary shot. Natural 1.
Instead of the 20, damn.
Instead of a 20. So there's that. So actually that increases on that actually hits my misfire, but I'm going to use my other feat, which is Firearm Specialist. I roll a d20, and as long as I roll over a 2, I do not misfire on that shot. 12. So that my gun does not clog. I do not misfire on that shot.
Hey, it's Critical Role. We need a no mercy Percy.
Yeah. It's sort of how it's running at this point. That's my first action. My second action is rinse and repeat.
Mm.
And since the first monkey did his
Yep.
I'm still at advantage on him. Correct?
Yes.
So second shot is a 25 to hit.
Yeah.
It's 11 points of piercing damage.
Nice. You said 11?
11. I will not expend the die again on that. But I will, this is early to do this, I will be using my bonus action to pull second wind. So 1d10 plus 6, because this monkey's freaking
get
hitting
your thing
hard. 11.
No, that's good. Helps
11 on
negate
that.
some of those hits, yeah.
I will then use my tabaxi efforts to wheel myself, because I moved 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 feet. I have 30 feet of movement. I'm going to use my tabaxi fleet of foot. No, that's not quite it.
Double your
feline
speed.
agility to double my speed, because I want to be back. Actually, I was
Nice.
here. 5, 10, 15, 20. Just in the aura, but not leaving his
Reach.
reach.
Beautiful, beautiful. All right.
That's my turn.
All right. That is Mox's turn. A nice start. You guys, with a loud piercing bang and like a flash of like a muzzle almost. Definitely not a crossbow.
His crossbow is actually steaming from the front when he comes back around.
Nice. And that was Malice.
That malice, yes.
Excellent. All right. So Saeryn, you see that you have this ghostly spectral thing holding on to you. All of that's happening.
There's a lot of concerns for Saeryn right now, because one, he's got, skeleton fingers grabbing at him and like, and then two, what in Evandra's holy dice box was that loud bang noise coming out of that crossbow? I continue to remember that I don't actually have damaging spells. Not that kind of wizard, y'all. I think I'm gonna mind sliver the Balgura. That can I do that? I'm not sure if the Phantasmal Force has a continuing effect or not.
No, so yeah, I mean it's just like a threat that's on you right now, seemingly. So like, pretty much wherever you want to direct your focus. You're not getting any like penalties or conditions or anything from it.
Okay, good to know. I'm gonna go ahead and mind sliver the Balgura. That's was just shot a whole bunch.
Okay, we'll put a little marker. We'll say that one's red because he's already bleeding. And we got blue. All right, red will make an intelligence saving throw.
Correct. DC 16.
Nice, and they do not have the built-in demon resistance, so it's just a straight roll. We'll call that a 3.
All right, let's do some damage.
Is that 2d4 psychic?
2d6. I
2d6.
practically max damaged.
Nice.
No, I did max damage. 6 plus 6. That's
yeah.
12 psychic damage to the ball Gura.
We'll do that.
That's for hitting me with the 2 psychic damage,
Yeah.
so turnabout's fair play.
And that's
he also has a minus D4 to his next something.
next attacker saving throw. This is attack, right?
No, it just
throw.
next saving throw.
Saving throw, yeah, because the other one, the attack's the bard one, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, beautiful. Anything else from Saeryn as you hear that ghostly cackling and then the raking digging into your feet below you?
No, I think in terms of positioning, I'm kind of okay.
All right. You
and
see,
I don't have a bonus action to use right now, so we're good to go.
Aloysia is there. And she's just like, oh no. She'll just let out a what is her? That's a +3. So it's gonna be a D20 plus 6 firebolt from Aloysia. It'll be 16. Yeah, that's the one like right there next to it because she's pretty scared of that one. So that's gonna be a hit. Just double checking. Yep. And that is gonna be 2d10. Ooh, nice hit.
Very good.
Yeah, you see, actually, 1 second. Yeah, you see, she's like, oh shit, right, demon. And you see that fire actually didn't do as much as you would have thought. Could catch on me. All right. So yeah, good information.
It just punched her in the face. She's a little woozy.
Yeah. Yep. Fair. Morgan, it is your turn. You got a big old ape on you.
I imagine that it kind of interrupted her as she's like finishing up with her little vine pods, and she turns to it and says, "You will rue the day you've met with Morgen, Megen." And she will cast a Bane upon both of them. I need charisma saving throws. DC 15.
Oh, I mean, I'm pretty sure. DC 15 on the blue one. Is it 15 or 16?
It is 15, so blue makes it.
Blue makes it. Damn it, that's the one didn't have the sliver on it.
I know.
But that one does. First one, yeah. Oh, that one rolled real bad on his save. All right, but yeah, you see it somehow resist the infernal influence of the demons here. Help rebuff the curse of the Raven Queen.
Perfect. And then that's my action. I just took a step up to get more into this little aura, just in case, and I will end turn.
Ludo, rare and ready to go.
Yeah, Ludo is gonna charge at blue over here. Trying to figure out if I want to go this way or that way. Go this way. And take a stabby stab.
Stab.
Oh no.
It's my Pocky snack
Yeah.
now.
Wow.
Oh no.
In the way.
I think this
Total biff.
the new
Take a second.
could I let you describe what you think the physical change of your weapon would have been in this slight awakening of it? You realize that is like a slight different like heft in your hand as you go to stab.
Yeah, so it almost has like a I would imagine almost looks like physical, but it's probably more ethereal. Like hilt on it that wasn't there before. That looks like it harnesses some sort of power that Ludo hasn't used yet. That he's kind of excited to use, and maybe a little too excited thinking about that. And when he takes the stab, he just completely biffs it.
But you got another attack.
So then it's gonna take another.
Sorry, I'm taking a hockey snack break.
There we go. That's a little bit better.
All right, you smash in with your one-handed, the 5 piercing. Throwing anything on with that?
Yep, and let's throw. Yeah, heck yeah, I am. Let's throw a second level smite on that.
So that'll be 3d8, so make it 4d8 because this is a demon, a fiend. 19.
Extra 19.
And you see a brah. So that is a 24. This is going to be a DC 12 con check. Alright, maintains. But you see as you just tear into it, yeah, you leave a very big, like, divine wound on it. It's like glowing with that radiant energy.
And then bonus action, do a Polearm Master bonus attack.
Smack it again.
Is it coming
Yeah.
through?
Figure it's been a while, you know, everyone just probably just wanted to beat up some things tonight, right?
Heck yeah.
Well, you guys didn't get enough battle last time?
Yeah.
No, I need more ball gurus.
Need more ball. Yeah, please. More giant monkeys.
Did that last attack come through?
Not yet. Is Ray still here?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it just hasn't rolled yet.
Yeah, I didn't see the bonus action
Yeah, I keep
attack.
clicking it, but
Oh, good. You can just do like a quick roll 20, d20, and add the numbers if you need. Or we'll, yeah, I guess roll 20 and stuff is being buggy. Say always, you know,
Yeah,
if you
like I
need to
said,
do like
this-
any occasional like refreshes, even on like the roll 20 page and stuff too. Sometimes that is wonky.
so it's a d20 plus 6. Oh, well.
Yes, getting used to that.
Why are we
new
rolling so
speed.
many ones?
Y'all need to start rolling those ones.
That's why I missed.
That's this round. That's 3 ones by a total of both of
All
us.
right. Well, this blue ball girl
I've rolled 3 ones tonight.
is gonna go reckless, and it's gonna go with its bite attack on Ludo. 21 to hit for 8 piercing. First fist on Ludo. 19 to hit.
19 meets it.
Beats it, so another 7 bludgeoning. And then this last fist will be on Morgan.
Oh no.
We'll see if I roll another crit, just in case. Okay. So that'll be 20 bludgeoning damage on Morgan.
I would like to use my reaction.
Uh-huh.
We are going to reach into his strands of fate, and as Morgan sees this powerful attack coming towards her, she swiftly slips this thread a little bit out of her way and uses her Sentinel at Death's Door, turning the crit into a normal hit.
Yeah. Fuck yes, you only take 10 of that bludgeoning, because yeah, those were some big damages.
Yeah,
So-
20's scary.
Yeah,
I'll
so
take
going
10.
down to 10. Like,
Yeah.
so like, and you guys just see that, yeah, that grave cleric bending. Like, you're like, oh yeah, creepy witch lady. It's like a burst of feathers of like raven feathers as she blocks that attack from its full potential. Amazing. The red Bulgura, just gonna try and take a bite at Aloysia this time. It's gonna be a 19 to hit. She is going to, you see she actually casts boom as a reaction shield. Boom. She uses up that. You've it's the first time you've actually seen her cast anything more than a cantrip. I think that kind of amazes you guys. Mox, you don't really know the difference.
Nope.
So that Bulgura a little annoyed because that attack didn't hit. I am so sorry.
No, that's fine.
Mox, gotta get that like nice little beat up life. Fista coming at you.
Yeah.
For a 19 to hit for 11.
19
Minus
minus 4. Oh, minus 4?
Oh yeah, because this one is baned. Yep. So that's a 15 to hit.
Miss.
Nice.
Thank you, Morgan.
Yeah, you see like that like necrotic tendril like that like burst around from Morgan, then fly over and like slow it down to give you enough time to dodge out of the way. And I think you specifically noticed that call of the Raven Queen. Caw!
Mm-hmm.
And that's amazing. So that was the first fist attack. So it's gonna be a second fist at you at advantage because it's being a dumb reckless boy. And then this one will be the 21 to hit for 9 bludgeoning, minus 2 for 19.
That still hits.
Awesome.
How much was that, Jack?
9 bludgeoning.
9. Okay.
Yeah. Things quick beat 'em ups. All right, yeah, these just starting to just go mad apes and very peculiar. In this like nicely kept room seemingly. Mox, up to you. This one is not looking that hot.
Getting smacked. I just like get hit, and at that point, I think everybody sees it. Mox will click a button and sling the crossbow in his back and just drop out the pistol. You see people are close enough. It's just you see the black barrel, full black barrel, and there is etching in the sides. It would be hard to see at this point in the combat of what the etching is, but at that point he just points it directly at the Bulgura's head and pulls the trigger on the first one for a 26 to hit.
Oh yeah.
13 points of piercing.
Amazing.
Is it still up?
Yep. Barely.
Right. Hits the second attack.
Yep.
Don't crit. Okay, for a 7. For 6. That was bad. A 1.
All right. It is like sitting glowing at
Oh.
death's door.
At that point, he's like... Okay. At that point, I'm burning a lot of crap here, because I don't want to get punched again. Who just action surge. I'm gonna have to do it because I can't let this thing punch me again. Third attack.
All right, 26. Roll that damage before you roll
11.
the next attacks. With that 11, you see this Bulgura in front of you go down as your bullets. You've always kind of known like your weapon. When you shoot the bullets out, they kind of have like almost like the same quality of like silver, like of a silvered weapon. So what's gonna happen here is I need you to look at your character sheet and equip the new version of Malice.
Okay.
And make sure you attune to it. As it begins to now glow with a divine like that like dark silver necrotic. Here, let me see if I can get it for you.
Yeah, I don't see it quite
There you
yet.
got it.
Do I got it now?
Yeah, I'll get off your sheet now.
Let me refresh.
And you see your weapon glow up with a charge.
Oh, cool.
Kill count 1.
So a charge on it. A single charge.
We'll say right now it has 2 full charges.
Okay. I can't. I'll play with it later.
When you hit a fiend or an undead creature with an attack using this weapon, you may use 2 charges to add an extra 1d6 radiant damage to the attack. Whenever you kill a fiend or an undead, with it regains a charge.
All right, cool. Awesome. All right.
Give the DPS a little bit more DPS.
Yeah, give the DPS. Yeah, exactly. So that was a killing blow. Was it a significant killing blow?
Yeah, so
I
grip
asked-
back as well.
I asked to get my grip point back.
Yep, I'm gonna give you more things to keep track of.
Yes, please. Let me see. Action surge. I have 2 attacks per action, so technically I get 1 more attack. Is that correct?
Yes.
It's been a minute since
You
I
have
played
this
fighter.
Yep, glowing
Um,
silver bullet that's loaded into the chamber.
Can I, from the angle I'm at, I know it's bigger. Do I have a clear shot? Do I have to move?
Yeah, I think
Clear enough shot?
Yeah.
Okay.
it's a large. It's like 10 feet tall.
Yeah, I was
gorilla.
figuring, but I just wanted to make sure. I mean, if I had to, I would, but I didn't really want to.
Yeah.
So
Case
I will
People
take.
didn't get to see the tokens blown up yet. big gorilla.
Yeah. I'll take the last shot at that one.
It went reckless last turn, so you
Did it?
make yours
Oh,
an
sweet.
advantage.
Oh, thank you, because I didn't want that nat one.
What?
God damn.
No! Every time.
So that misfires.
That's dumb.
No, fuck that. That's a 7 now. 14.
Okay. At least it's a it's a
7 plus 11, so that will hit.
18.
The portent
Double that
wizard.
one. No, I refuse. I refuse to allow that.
I refuse to double that one.
Luck
Oh, man,
wizard
yeah.
says
All
1 to
right.
400, not today.
Yep. Oh, God, for a
And then-
7. Oh, I will use both charges if you allow me to. At that point,
Yeah, and add an extra 1d6 radiance.
To roll the 1d6 on top of that, so
Nice,
10
that piercing.
points.
Hey, it all adds up.
And I'm sitting where I am because I'm far enough away and there's enough people in front of that creature. I like where I am. Oh, man.
All right. Well,
Jeez,
moving on to
double that
Saeryn, you see that like statistical ridiculous improbability. Snap your fingers, just like, nope, not letting that happen. And now it is your turn. Wait, this thing needs to make a quick save. All right, we're good. You still have those skeletal hands like grabbing at your feet and breaking into you. Oh yeah, you take another 1d6. So another 3 psychic.
Ah!
I was supposed to do it on the guy's turn, but you know.
Saren's gonna do something that I don't think anyone has seen him do before, including Saeryn. And he has his wand out, but you notice it doesn't look like his regular wand. What's he doing with this? Uh-oh. And I'm going to use my wand of dark magic missile.
Yes!
One charge.
Oh, man.
Just the 1 charge.
Yeah, just 1 charge. I don't
So you fire your 3.
throwing up a whole bunch of extra things.
Nice.
Just sounds like, because mostly I want to knock out his concentration.
Yeah. Did I think I did fix it, so I think it should just roll them as attacks now. I hope I have it correct on there. But yeah, you rolled the 3
let's
attack
find
rolls
out.
for it.
Well, also, I think we know that the Beyond 20 is having its own
Yeah,
bit
true,
these
true, true.
days.
Yeah, so
That
you
was-
make your spell attack rolls if you wanted to do that as the same. Aha, there it is. 25 to hit. Oh, damn.
Okay.
All right, well, 2 will hit.
So yeah, and it does three of them.
Yep. So yeah, the 2 damage connects. Awesome. Fuck yeah. Damn, the thing's
Oh,
got me.
jeez, thing's rolling good.
Bombs on there. But I mean, that was still 10 or 5, 12 damage. That is not bad for no spell slots from you.
Yeah, single charge. So that's
Yeah.
pretty good. Pretty good. I'm pretty
Amazing.
happy with how much damage.
Yeah. And
I
like
think even Saeryn is shocked by how effective that is. Ah!
yeah.
Why? I should have been using this a lot more.
Somewhere in another universe, we hear Chris Perkins cackling to himself.
Yeah, Jim Dark Magic is real pleased with himself right now.
Oh yeah. I love Acquisitions Incorporated. I will always use all their silliness. All right.
And I
beautiful
don't
turn.
really have a bonus action, and I don't really feel
Yeah.
like I need to move. So
Yeah, and I think it looks like the wand did like it a little different, like that like off color, like almost like a matte black-ish. but then like the bullets, like they look exactly like magic missiles, but they're just dark.
That's the only difference is they're
Yep.
dark.
Yep. They're dark magic missiles.
It's the dark lightsaber version of magic missile.
Yeah, exactly.
Black with a white outline around them.
Yep, it's just
I
inverted.
I do have to ask a quick question. I'm not familiar enough with Acquisitions Incorporated to understand what a royalty component is.
I don't even know what that means. So
It's a VSM, so the M is a royalty component.
So-
one gold piece, it looks like, but I'm not sure.
yeah.
If that counts because it's a wand anyway.
Oh yeah, no, he needs to pay a gold piece every time he casts the spell as like a player or a character. But you got the wand, so you don't have to worry about that.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I was just like, I've
yeah,
never seen
no.
that before.
Yeah, no, Chris Perkins always makes him pay a gold piece to cast that spell, and then if he rolls a nat 1, fun things happen.
I figured it was like one of the corruption thing from one of the things that just got kickstarted and ended up in D20. So I that.
No, perfect. Amazing. Elisha, she like looks at you, Saeryn, and she's just like, no, that is bizarre. And
Yeah, stick around for a bit.
Yep. And she says, well, don't really have much else to do. Yeah, it's not really useful, but she's gonna shoot a fire bolt at this Bulgura. That'll be a +6 to hit, so that'd be good. 15, so that'd be another 7. So yeah. You see, the fire not as effective, but still adding up. She's like, I'm not getting within range of that thing. Morgan, your turn. Oh, this thing needs to make a con. If this is the one that does it, I'm gonna be so mad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jack playing with his toys. We all get to watch as he kills his own monster with his own character.
She's gonna walk around the side here and actually conserve her spell slots for now. She's gonna pull out a dagger, the +1 Kirchali dagger, and just roll a 9 to hit. Because yeah, I'm cool like that.
It was at advantage because it had been doing the reckless, but
oh, good.
Yeah, I
but a
forgot
14.
Yeah, still misses though. Sorry, I led you with that one.
Should I re-roll some of those missiles then?
Oh,
Just gives you a crit.
There is a critical effect, so
well,
I'm just crit.
Oh
fishing,
yeah. For see if those do crit, because you won't nat 1, but yeah, if you want a potential of nat 20.
Yeah,
for
the
sure.
nat 1 was like that didn't happen, but if there's a crit, then it does like a whole bunch of bonus damage.
Yeah, roll those for sure. I'll roll for Elisha just in case. Okay, we're good. Oh, good. But hell yeah, you see this thing is getting easily surrounded. We will go back to Ludo.
Take another stab.
All right, yeah, you see this
I think I have a feel for this thing now.
Yeah, it is reckless, so you can do that advantage. Let's see another 2 nat 1s.
Yeah,
What?
Let's see that again.
No.
I mean, I just rolled 1 for Elisha on her double check, so there's been a lot of 1s rolled tonight.
Yeah.
Good omens. Yeah. Say,
Not letting me roll.
Yeah, sorry. Things. Also, like, this map is friggin' huge, so it's probably really fucking taxing the roll 20 right now.
Oh yeah, that's a map. Just zoomed out and scrolled up.
Zoomed way in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it's like all of a sudden you guys just feel the omnipresence of like this huge darkness pressing in from around this lonely room inside of this hollowed out fortress of demons. All right, 9 on the
9
first
to
roll, but there's another roll for advantage.
It's
There we go. That'll hit
23.
23 for 9 piercing. It is still on its
I'll
feet.
throw a first level smite on.
Awesome.
First level smite.
Roll the 3d8.
That's 3d8.
I mean, you describe how you utterly
More.
destroy that demon.
Yeah, so Ludo, he's a little bit embarrassed that he swung so poorly the first time at this thing. So he confidently like fastens his grip onto the handle just below the new ethereal hilt, and he just jams this thing right up through the gorilla's like bottom jaw and up through the top of its skull, and it just bursts with radiant light as he smites it.
Boom, and they as they dissolve into their icky black ichor as they melt away in a pile, as demons are wont to do. And you all have that moment of silence as battle ends.
So did anyone see where those came from?
I was just gonna ask the same thing. How's
Well,
everybody doing?
Terrible. I got hit a lot. It really fucking hurt. Coming a little closer to that point and like looking around like feverishly at this point. You see his tabaxi eyes do the round cat eyes instead of like the normal, like something crappy's gonna happen. He's like still looking around like for other things that are invisible. It's like that was. I mean, I thought we had it cleared. I thought we had it cleared out. I'm sorry about that, guys.
Just a quick theme.
Yeah, thank you.
Ludo rests his hand on Mox's shoulder and just gives him some words of encouragement. That was some great fighting back there, friend. It was nice to see that magical boomstick, and gives him his 15 lay on hands points. Good.
Oh, yeah. That's that's 41 out of 52. That's pretty good. I'm fine at this point, depending on what we do the next few minutes.
I like to keep a few on reserve. At this point, Mox has the gun down. It's a pistol down.
Like sort of looking around. I think it's noticeable because I think everybody's sort of looking for what made that large noise. It is a wooden-handled, dark wood. It has, I think, 4 chambers, like a revolver style. The barrel of the pistol is a flat black, and there's etchings of raven's wings up the barrel on both sides. As he's sort of glancing around at everything and feeling the healing from Ludo, he just sort of looks back at you and doesn't make eye contact really, but like sort of gives you a nod of appreciation for that.
Yeah, he nods back and he looks towards Saeryn and Morgen. See how they look.
I'm fine.
I'm okay. I got hit once, but it's not major or anything. Besides, I can take care of myself.
How
Aloysia,
you doing?
Yes. I got a little punch in the face upside the head, but feeling a little better now.
do you need any medical attention? Also, I saw that little spell that you cast, and it comforts me in a way. Self-preservation is important, especially in a place like this.
Keep oneself safe.
Absolutely. Now, do you have any injuries that need tending?
Just a small, little lump. She, kind of rubs her head where the demon smacked her. She's just a minor wound, but I won't say no to any touch-ups.
Well, I suppose I should help you out a little bit. We'll give her a cure whip.
Awesome.
11.
Excellent. Yeah, I think that's pretty much exactly how much she was hit for. Brings her head up and she's like, yes, right as rain.
Good.
For all the troubles they're worth, sometimes it's good to have an agent of the divine sometimes. easier to survive.
Yeah, yes, these skills have gotten me out of more than one situation. Let's hope they prove that fruitful as we continue this journey.
Yeah, and she says, "Look here," and she comes and walks up to like this like little stone hearth here in like the corner that's like crumbled on the stone, and you see this wall carvings that depict what appears to be some great battle that had to have happened that you with your memories now know to be the Battle of the Barbed Field. Um, Covered with these carvings that depict a great battle involving these mortals, celestials, and fiend. The climactic and in the middle of the calamity where devotees of the prime deities broke through the garrison, betrayers rised, and reached the walls of Gordranus. So this is a carving that have had to have happened after the fact for the sequence of events of like you see was clearly like the armies penetrating into the betrayers rise, and then there's pictures of more further battles, and then a relief that could not be like mistaken. It is like the shape of what used to be Gordranus. Depicted on this wall above this scene is prominently a melancholy warrior with curly hair carrying a spear and shield, and by his sides are two figures, a white-haired girl no more than 12 years old, and a young adult woman with hair that flows out behind her, turning into a road upon which of the countless soldiers march. No religion checks required. That is Saeryn and Avandra, depicted in reliefs on this stone. I would say if Aljin was here, he would probably recognize that white-haired girl, but
I
alas.
don't know what you're talking about.
You know.
Yeah, Ludo would go up to the Avandra carving and kneel before it. Kind of like reach up a hand and just kind of show praise. Maybe mutter a little prayer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then she says, Eloisa says, well, apparently they got the jump on us because they're invisible as we came in. If we bar off that door, maybe we could take a short rest. And she as you look around at like these flowers that are growing on these pots, she's like, I've actually recognized this from my studies and from earlier in my life. This is a plant that the leaf has a special property that could be used in a component spell casting of the spell Catnap, which will let us take a short rest in 10 minutes time. I just need to prepare it as a ritual, perhaps, if you want to assist Morgen.
Yes, I can help you out with that.
Mm-hmm.
Just tell me what you need.
Awesome. Yeah, go ahead and you can make a medicine roll with the herbalism kit also, I think, with advantage to see how well in the harvesting. And she it's really interesting. Like she gets to tell you about something about like these like herbs that like you're not too immediately like familiar with. And she says there's a variant of these that grow around the outsides of Ank'Harel that I used to be able to staying up all night studying, reading books, and I needed to refresh real fast. And yeah, she helps make like a nice like little quick tea. And if you guys wanted to take like a 10-minute short rest, you may.
A 10-minute short
Perfect.
rest.
Yeah.
Even with advantage, I got a pretty low roll, 14.
14. So yeah, it'll let you be able to prepare the tea, and then you can keep in reserve one extra dose of the catnap. So that would take a 10-minute ritual to prepare for a short rest.
Cool.
Yeah, you found some catnip.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
I think while they're like harvesting that, Mox is over at the first Bulgara, the one in red, and he has his claw. He has his gloves off and his claw, and he's digging into one of the holes. He's trying to get one of the bullets back. He's like just trying to like fiddle because he has nothing else to do at this point. He's looked around, everything seems to be good. He's trying
yeah.
to reclaim some resources.
Make that,
I know it's just me. It's just me doing something. It's just
yeah.
whatever at this point.
Yeah, so you can, recover, some, half the bullets used, I believe, is the rule, usually, and you find them, you have to dig through a little bit of dark, ichor, gross nastiness, but the silver bullets are reserved perfectly,
Yeah, I have to do other things later on, but at least I'll reclaim a couple of things.
Hell yeah.
So...
Yeah, you look at your gun and, like,
sure.
a kind of amazed it didn't misfire in that moment. You're just like,
yeah,
what happened?
I think that was, so, like, looking at it and, like, looking around, trying to figure out what was going on with that. And he's, intelligence 14, not incredibly high, but, like, sort of just, like, shrugging it off a little bit of just being in this divine area. And then, like, sort of just like, meh, or whatever. And then going to get catnip tea.
Yeah, amazing. Yeah, definitely smells. It almost has like that, like, if you think about it, So if Brennan Mulligan has bird facts, I'll start doing some plant facts. The catnip, hops that's used for brewing beer, and marijuana, cannabis are all part of the same family. They're related cousins in the plant world, and I always thought that was really fascinating that we have pretty much utilized the shit out of that genus and family of plant. Like, we have oh, this is the good one that everything loves.
Yep. And fighter, so short rest, I get everything back. I love it.
Yeah, no. Wanted to,
Fantastic.
maybe just wanted to give the new fighter a chance to show off some stuff and awaken his weapon.
Shoot everything, yeah. Yep. I was looking what do I get back on a short rest? Oh crap, everything.
Fighters are awesome.
Everything back.
They can't do anything else but two things.
No, I shoot things, that's it.
Alright, so you all make that time, that preparation, so because normally if you the thought of taking a short rest, spending an hour in this room, that would be oh my god, what the fuck are we getting ourselves into? But you're able to quickly recover those wounds. Anyone who needs to roll any hit dice, that is also part of the short rest.
I did, just on Beyond. One other thing before we get through, because I'm talking a lot now. Mox is looking uneasy. And you see him actually, when no one's looking, holstering his weapon, not in the crossbow. You guys have seen it. He's not going to hide it now. But he actually holsters the pistol pretty quickly after the fighting's done. Doesn't. Yeah. We'll just end that. We'll stop there.
But hell yeah, and I'll say anytime you guys are ready to head back out, there's really the only one exit out of this room, back seemingly the way you came.
Which is here?
Yes, the top left would be where the doorway is technically. And I'll say, would it be pretty much same marching order as before?
I would say so.
Ludo up front, Ishmax back a little left, because you're realizing as you're coming through these hallways, they're starting to squeeze and restrict to more 10-foot wide corridor passages. And then Elisha will come up in the back with Saeryn.
Yep.
Anyone else have anything else they want to do in the meantime in this room? Questions, clarifications, checks?
Nope.
All right. Yeah, Elisha, she'll just say, well, that was... Might have to be a little bit more cautious and eyes open going forward, huh?
I think so.
Well, if those... Yeah, because I'm going to say since Mox, you also saw those visions, Elisha, she saw them too. And she was just this is already different than what we saw before, and remembering how the task hand warned that passages aren't always the same, so it might be a little harder than we thought tracking the other party.
If we can get reasonably close to them, I might be able to cast a tracking spell to see if we can find them easier, but I think we want to catch up a little bit more than what we've done just yet, because if I'm not in the right distance, then we're not going to pick anything up.
Familiar with that magic. Just go. So you all begin making your way back through, and as you come back out the doorway, you come back into a singular hallway of the same like worked smooth stone of like not the natural cavern corridors that you were coming from. So it is completely different, and like bows in, and it's only like 15 20 feet tall, starting to like slope down, and you see even like that top is like smooth crafted work stone. And you follow down that hallway, the solid solemn echoes of your footfalls just bounding back in this tightening and enclosing space. You leave that like dank natural decaying smell of the room behind you, and it's now just like that more stuffy hot air. Eventually you do begin to notice a slight change in the temperature and flow of air, and eventually you make your way back through the darkness, and you end up in a hallway that leads into a room that actually does begin to look familiar. A small alcove. As you walk into this room, the door, like a stone slab, whoosh, slams shut back behind you. In this alcove, the little vestibule, this chamber is empty except for a skull-shaped vase on a small semicircular table resting against the back wall of an alcove in the north wall. There are 6 narrower alcoves that line the east and west walls. The northeast alcove seems to have once led to a hallway, but it has caved in. And then you are free to do what you all want from there.
And the door shut behind us?
Yeah.
Damn it. I'm gonna check the door. Is it locked?
Yes.
Well, that wasn't it. We might be trapped. That wasn't. Didn't we just talk about being cautious? Probably should have checked that before we walk through, I guess.
Yeah. Damn it. Anyway, I'm gonna and
Yeah.
Saeryn just starts setting up for a detect magic spell.
Yeah.
For,
Yeah.
to do the ritual.
Yeah, and Elisha, she says, I think the Abyss does as the Abyss will do.
Oh wait, I want to try to run this as this ritual so I can detect the magic. Just cover me for a few minutes while I get it going.
Nice 11-minute ritual.
Yeah, just a quick 11-minute ritual.
And then you guys are free to investigate the rest. Does anyone come up and approach or investigate any of the specific spots? There seems to be like some of that fallen rubble and stone that have like fallen out from that caved in one to the northeast, and the northwest alcove. It's kind of hard to see from this angle where that leads to exactly, as that shuts off. Like your line of sight, you can't see exactly where that ends.
I feel like Morgan, excuse me, she would kind of walk around the room at least and kind of take a look, see if there are any other entrances or passages, or basically if something were to try and ambush us while we are in this room, where they would be coming from.
Yes. Yeah, everyone go ahead and make either perceptions, investigation checks if they want to.
I think Ludo
11.
would kind of follow behind.
Awesome.
Mox is staying with his back against the door, just listening
Mm-hmm.
for footfalls or anything like that.
Nice. So on that, as you come up and you see there's that table with the skull vase ahead of you, but as you make this way up here, Morgan, you still see off to your left side, this northwest alcove. It comes to a dead end. Do you speak Abyssal?
Let me see what her languages are. No, she does not.
You see some jagged etchings and markings that have written in a runic glyph language on that wall, right there to the left. That you would assume is something like Abyssal Infernal, probably. Does anyone in here speak Abyssal?
I speak common and bad common. And Marquesian.
Which is bad common.
Which is bad common.
No, Ludo? No? Okay. I was sort of hoping Ludo did. So he spoke all the
Yeah.
special languages.
Just
Aloysia, you have any
celestial.
way of understanding what's written here?
Loisha, she walks up. She's like, did no one else study a few languages earlier in life?
Oh, I
Sorry,
did.
I was busy gambling.
All right, well, these scrawlings appear to be abyssal, and she comes up to the northwest alcove first, and she says, this says, to me, touch your hand. To me, relinquish hope. To you, accept death. To you, invite hollowness.
I'm gonna give a big nope on that one.
She says, does that mean anything to you, Miss Death Lady?
Well, I know that's not exactly the tenets of who I worship. Would that Morgan know anything about that? Like, if that's the tenets of any of the gods that she's studied?
Yeah, you can make that a religion check.
21.
It's hard to pin down because it doesn't sound like an exact tenet of any of the betrayer gods that like you can immediately think of. Where are the stuff? Because Thrasidun is like entropy and emptiness. Torog, the crawling king, exalts in like darkness and reveling in pain and inflicting that on others. The father of lies, Asmodeus, is more of, just trickery, but it seems to be more of a so if you at a distance, it's really hard to get like a good reading on it. If you like get closer to the wall, you feel like there's like some like reliefs and like small etchings on there that it's like hard to make out from the exact distance. But if you want, go ahead and make a wisdom, insight, or perception check.
They are both the same. I'll roll insight. 20.
Still really good. You kind of almost like as you approach and that like light coming from you that you've like the cantrip you've been using kind of washes over the wall. You see stuff of it's like Bane, the Strife. They have more of like conquering and death, but this just seems to be just a general darkness of and hollowness, and you see the wall kind of writhe and squirm just a little bit. You understand that the wall wants to devour your body, but also that the wall can only consume someone who has accepted that they'll die and doesn't struggle against that fate. Which you do actually innately like. That is kind of a tenet of the Raven Queen, actually.
So she'll come up here and do her little looking, and upon reflection, it seems that this is used to give up your hope for if you were to touch this wall and truly accept death, it will consume you. And I guess it's not so far removed from the Raven Queen, but also I'm not here to die. I won't be touching this wall anytime soon.
The wall will consume us?
Yes. Care to touch it? Don't
I'm
touch
with
it.
Ludo. Nope. Thank you, though. Saeryn is like scanning around with detect magic active at this point.
Yeah, I'll say you burst up. You don't get any immediate room. Like it's basically that like sensory blast of like holy fuck, all abyssal, demonic. Like you can just like feel the evil exude in the area. Like there's like those ley line streams of this like latent necrotic energy that just lingers and suffuses the entire place and every brick and stone beneath your foot. As you make your way up through, if you get a little closer to that northwest alcove where everyone's at, you definitely do get a heavy magical reading. It's hard to place the exact school because it's not. Here, 1 second. Look one thing up. Because you do get a magical reading, and it's not exactly like the straight demonic death, like the energy of the area is like, oh, kill and consume wantonly and destruction. This one is like not nearly as like aggressive or awful feeling, and it has a school of conjuration almost to it. And then as you get closer, there's the skull vase on the table in front of you in the north alcove, straight up ahead. And as you, Ludo, as you peered in round into it with your 21 investigation, you saw like the blackened, icky remains of what was a some vial of liquid, like a bunch of shattered glass, and then just like a flash crisp some liquid that had like burned and solidified and like coated the inside of it in like a quick flash of a ritual, it seems like. Maybe perhaps like a potion or something. And Saeryn, you would like be able to tell the lingering trace of like what probably used to be a health potion, maybe a greater health potion. And then
Looks like somebody used a health potion over here.
Mm-hmm. And Ludo specifically, and then I'll stop talking, on this northeast alcove, you notice almost like through the gaps of like all this rubble, like small skittering tracks, like spider marks on the northeast. And you realize that northeast the rubble could be cleared with like probably an hour or so of work of physical activity, maybe less if someone's able to help.
Looks like something skittered through the rubble over here. He just points over there.
Yeah.
The rubble could probably be moved, but it would take a lot of physical labor.
She says, it appears we have a bit of a crossroads of a few different paths.
Let's say everyone. Where do you wish to go?
Hearing Morgen call out Raven Queen and like hearing the talk of, to me touch the hand, that whole thing, Mox will go up sort of toward it and look at, he doesn't know the language, but sort of repeating the statement in his head. He's sort of visualizing a person from his past who was a devout follower of the Raven Queen. And sort of like not praying, but like sort of just remembering a person and looking at this whole thing. I'm trying to get like a little bit of a vibe from it. Someone that died that actually he had to kill because of a circumstance, but turned him on to a little bit of the Raven Queen. So he's sort of like trying to look at it, like I guess I'm looking for perception, I guess, just sort of like trying to see what he can gain from it, from his memories on that, and seeing if this is actually dangerous.
Make that a wisdom insight.
Insight.
Yeah.
Not gonna go well.
11. So yeah, I think it just like that core possibly strikes with you, just like that accepting death, inviting hollowness. You've been there and you've done that before, and you're still here. I think maybe is like what kind of clicks in your head,
Yeah, it's the survivor's guilt a little bit on it.
But like you have accepted death and invited hollowness, and you didn't die in that moment.
Sort of looking at it, I think everybody would sort of hear under his breath. It's almost a question, like as he is. It's one of those things like you see him moving. It's real slow. He doesn't really realize that he's moving, and when he puts his hand against the wall, he just says in a questioning tone, Olin? Olin? It's hard to hear with the accent. It's Olin, Olin.
Nice.
And he like puts his hand up on the wall, like feeling a connection to an old friend.
Yeah, and it's like that flash scene of memory of your past, of you there, gun in your hand, that faded moment.
I'll explain it if you want, or we can just be obscure with it.
Oh no, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, it was cool. I'll give a little bit of backstory. He, above the table, he sees a relationship with a human man, just a friend, and it's sort of back and forth of getting to know each other, and Olin talking about the Raven Queen to Mox, and Mox slowly understanding, how death isn't always the end. It's sort of a little bit of, what needs to happen. Everybody dies. It needs to happen. And then the flash of, his head sort of shakes a little bit as he sees the vampire bite Olin and Olin turning. And it flashes again to Olin or Mox looking at him and with tears in his eyes apologizing and pulling the trigger of his gun into his chest numerous times, killing closest connections he had at the time during his time in the Rifle Corps. And as he comes to and looks around, his hands on the wall, he just sort of stares at it a little bit.
And I'll ask, do you make peace with your own death?
Everybody around him. He views himself as a bad luck charm, where he knows at this point he is going to die, but he also knows as he sort of puts his hand on the wall and looks back to his friends, that there is from his past a very good chance that in this group he will be the last to die, because that seems to be the what he's always known. Everybody around him has died and he's been the last one standing. So he wants sort of that. He wants the opportunity to die, but he has that feeling that it's just not going to happen. So he is acceptance of death, but he's one of those things it's going to happen, but then he sort of looks back and he's I don't know when, and I don't know how many of these people are going to go before me.
And you all, as you look over, kind of maybe in amazement, before anyone can even react, Mox walks over. You see this tabaxi reaches her hand out, touch the wall, and it's one of those really wild, surely it's an illusion or something, but the almost ripples going through a jelly mold with a thin silver veil, something moving from beyond the wall just kind of reaches forward, and you just see Mox's hand just go into the wall, and it just sit there and pull and suck him in before anyone can react. And Mox has disappeared from y'all's view. Right now, Mox, you temporarily you just see darkness.
Cool.
We'll get back to you.
Yeah, let me use the restroom real quick.
Yeah.
Did Saeryn see anything with detect magic when that happened?
You did see like almost like that flash of what would be, the conjuration school magic. Like the whatever magic is latent inside whatever this is seemed to flare up in that moment.
All right, so the bad news is the hired help is gone.
I guess
Yeah.
that means more treasure for us.
Well, the good news is, based on what I'm seeing here, that looked like conjuration magic.
So, does that mean that our new friend is dead?
I mean, if it was going to kill him, why wouldn't it be like necromantic or something like that? Why would it be conjuration?
Mm-hmm.
It's your expertise. You tell me.
Aloysia, remind me, was teleportation conjuration?
Ah, yes.
Do you think whatever it's done can be undone?
He might be already whatever happened is happened there. But Saeryn, you said teleportation magic?
Yeah, is that conjuration?
Maybe it's just
yes.
a portal.
And she says, I do remember spells such as Misty Step and Dimension Door. And gates seem to be in the school of conjuration. It's not always just summoning, mind you.
That makes
It's
sense. That makes sense.
It's not the creation of, but it's the
Transportation
movement of stuff.
Yeah. That's what I thought. Thanks for confirming that for me, Aloysia.
Only because no check required, because you nailed it on the head by saying it.
Yeah, it was also just he's a wizard. I
Yeah.
feel like he's just because it's outside of his like specialty. I think he knows what the schools look like.
Yeah, but yeah, you are able to make that connection with your intelligence for sure.
Yeah. Well, when you specifically said it was like a flare of conjuration, I was like, that doesn't seem like it would kill somebody. That doesn't. I don't think that's what that school does.
I mean, the gate spell is also conjuration. What?
I mean, the gate spell doesn't kill anybody. Just doesn't
Not
have,
directly.
I mean, stuff comes out of it.
Yeah.
and then it kills.
The spell itself doesn't kill you. Yeah, it's the gun argument of wizards.
Yeah, it's not the fall that kills you. It's the sudden stop.
Conjuration
right?
spells don't kill people. Summon beings do. Evil wizards kill people. But yeah, you all. It's probably been like a good 30 seconds, probably even a minute since Mox has disappeared into that wall. Maybe now. But we'll say like maybe half a minute. Quick discussions.
Alright, before I do anything with that wall, though, I think what I want to do is take a closer look at this skull base.
Yes. With that, Aloysia's like, yeah. This is also reads in Abyssal. I was about to read that out before the cat went and touched the wall and shakes her head. She says, this says in Abyssal as well, cast that which you value into oblivion. And Morgen and Ludo, you would both recognize religion checks. Oblivion refers to Tharizdun, one of the betrayer gods known as the Chained Oblivion, that being one of his tenets. Almost like a flashback. All right. But Ludo, for information for Ludo, that spiral with the chain, that is the symbol of Tharizdun, a darkness unending, less like a god, more like another world. Life and death do not exist within it, only utter destruction and madness. Even the other betrayer gods treat this mad god with caution. Imprisoned during the calamity, its enemies are Ioun, who helped imprison it, and Ioun has pretty much been nothing is known about. There are no temples or active worshippers up until very, very recently in history in Vasselheim. The idea being, if no one can find Ioun or information about Ioun, then neither can Tharizdun, who has devoted all of their essence and eternity to destroying Ayun, and it damaged them very, very much back in the Calamity, where most thought that Ayun was dead even up until recent events. It's fun lore dump. Anyone who played last episode very much recognized this skull from that vision.
Am I getting any pings of from my detect magic on the vase?
Nothing straight magical, no. It's just like that weird divine abyssal bears doing negative energy.
Yeah.
But yeah.
How about, and then you said there was like a potion of healing that was kind of
That
sitting there.
got cast in and like completely utterly destroyed. It's just because from the vision you had as you entered, you now distinctly remember the heroes coming across this. Maybe it has to now be the same because they put a potion of greater healing into it, and now you're looking at the remains of a shattered, charred. It's like shattered glass with like a black sticky ichor. Like if you threw a health potion in a microwave, put it on the highest setting, and then let it go to town for as long as possible with like a strip of metal in there. That's probably much what this looks like.
Awesome.
But yeah, you have that cast that what you value into oblivion. It's asking for some sort of offering or perhaps. It's probably been a minute now. Minute and a half-ish since Mox disappeared into that wall.
You guys have no connection to this man. I'm just gonna point that out.
Oh yeah, well,
He did his own thing.
Oh yeah,
Ludo's
you went and like to the bathroom or got some water or whatever.
Yeah, I'm back.
I think the first thing that happened when that happened was Morgan saying, less people to split the loot with.
yeah, that's fair. I mean,
Is there like a small enough piece of this rubble here that Ludo can pick up and chuck at the wall that Mox touched?
yeah, easy enough.
Alright, yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna do that.
Okay, you can make an athletics roll if you want, but not necessary. I know it's fun to roll the button sometimes, but yeah, see how well your aim is, I guess.
Sure.
Yeah,
Throws it backwards and knocks out.
yeah, boom. Just like the worst Rube Goldberg machine starts as you pull out the rock from the thing. Yeah. No, as you throw it as the wall, you're not throwing it as hard as you can, but it hits the solid stone wall and bounces back off.
I have an idea. I'd like to summon Jacqueline. Jacqueline,
Yeah. Oh, what's up? Oh my god, it's
can
mad
you do me a
spooky.
favor? I know this place is crazy. Would you touch this wall and think about the Mother of Ravens and accept her into you?
Huh? I mean,
I would like for
yeah.
you to touch the wall.
Oh, okay. Anything you want to do, boss? And Jacqueline will do what you say and go ahead and make a wisdom check with advantage using your stats for Jacqueline. Just a straight wisdom. Or no, make it an insight.
Sorry, I just rolled a saving throw.
Yeah, so same proficiencies. 23 as Jacqueline, he flies up into the wall and he says, it's like, just think of mommy. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm ready to die. I mean, I do it like all the time. I come right back. No big deal. And you see he flies up to the wall, touches it with like his beak, goes to peck at it. It's like, I can take this wall. And as he pecks into it, you see gets pulled through.
Then I would like to try and connect with him mentally.
Hell yeah. What is everyone else doing in that moment?
staring at a raven touching a wall.
Staring
Yeah, I
at
think Ludo's
darkness.
watching also. What is happening here?
Trying to find a quick owl, raven substitute.
Crow.
Definitely can't be a crow. I mean, that's just rude.
Crows, the ugly ravens.
Oh, familiars and summons. That's probably the best one to look into.
All right. So if he is within 100 feet of me, I can communicate with him telepathically.
So first, we'll make that
Tinted
a
black.
blackbird. Yep.
There you go.
I summon a raven and I want to paint it black. Okay, I'm so sorry. How do you spell Jaquin, by the way? I've been kind of guessing this whole time.
Jake.
Honestly, same. Jaquin.
Yeah, love that.
That's how I
Yeah.
think. That's how I always spelled it.
No, love that. I think I threw a Y in there somewhere. In my notes, don't matter. You got
Or is it-
Jaquin.
Is it
Oh.
JA''QUYN?
Ever
Because
it
it's
used to be.
fantasy. You might as well throw the
All
apostrophe
right,
in there.
so
Each time he summons him, it's a different iteration.
It's a different spelling.
amazing. Yes, he's been an hour so far. So you send Jaquin through that wall. Vroom. Before we see what Jaquin sees, that minute where Mox has been on his own,
Uh-huh.
you first see darkness. You just feel your sensation of yourself being pulled through. First thing first, you get a benefit.
Oh, cool.
You
I love that.
have advantage on saving throws against being frightened for the next 24 hours.
Oh, cool.
What happens, though, is you have disadvantage on death saving throws for the next 24 hours, as you are willing
Awesome.
to meet death.
Awesome.
As you get pulled through into this wall, you see that image that you saw in your head, that scene, the gun flash of fire, but now you come out into a darkened, empty hallway with just your night vision. Can you let me get you?
I'm there.
You
This
see
is a
just
straight up hallway?
just a dark stone hallway, seemingly looking the same from before. You hear nothing, only the sound of the beating of your own heart, which I imagine is
Takes- Yeah, takes a step forward and sort of looks around and like looks behind him and like he's sort of like almost looking for someone, like he lost someone. And then realizing no one's around, he's like, well, maybe I shouldn't have went that way. And sort of like he's not gonna go any further. He's gonna just sort of listen and hope that nothing's coming toward him right now, because he sees, I mean, I think I can see the turn right here
yeah.
being made up.
Yeah, behind you, the wall that you came from is just a featureless, smooth surface. And then up ahead, yeah, you can still hear nothing, even like your steps, and like you brush against the stone wall and you can't hear like any scraping. But you can smell almost like the smell of... It's weird because it's a familiar smell to you of death and incense.
Mhm.
Flash of briarwood. Phoo, phoo.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I'm like that is what the briarwood smelled like, death and incense.
Which would be
But yes.
So I mean, giving that mental picture of Whitestone Castle and the smell of the briarwoods and like that side, he does not want to move any further forward.
Like hair standing up, basically.
Yeah, his tail's pooped out pretty big
Yeah.
at this point.
He got that like arched back.
Arched back. He crouches down and he pulls the gun down again off to his side.
Yeah.
And like, you know, it's one of those things where you're playing a video game and there's a corner and you're trying to look around the corner on the TV, but you can't. He's like doing the same thing. He's like not moving, but trying to like peer around the corner as far as he can.
Yeah, move his
which
head.
looks like this right here. Yeah, he's just moving the head. and waiting and just listening.
Awesome. And yeah, so about a minute passes of just that silence, the boom, 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 boom. You know, your heart finally steadies because you feel that resolve. You know, you can't be frightened, you know, mechanically. And also, like, you know, you just faced, you know, a wall swallowing you. So, you know, but that wariness of the unknown of what's ahead and, being alone all of a sudden, that is what we see in that moment. And eventually there is a slight noise and ruffling and
Do I hear that? Do I hear the wall?
actually no, there is no noise.
There's no noise, right?
But yeah,
Okay.
eventually Morgen, you see through the eyes of Jacqueline this hallway, and you see Mox pretty much all hunched down, full like feral cat or And you hear back in the head, and Jacqueline's just like,
Hello? Bro, I get them. I don't know where I am.
and then he like lets out a call, but nothing happens. He's like,
I don't like this hallway.
hello? Can you hear me? It's like a muffled echo coming from like through mud and water, and it's just
No.
yeah, it's just hard to hear.
We have some connectivity issues
Oh no.
from Morgen. Literally, it's happened.
I mean, it
The
sounds like
game-
Jacqueline is having the connectivity issues, yeah.
Yeah.
The game has taken over.
Oh no. It's real life Discord.
It's a real life Discord, yep.
Oh yeah, let me put Jacqueline through so you can see through the vision. Can you see through that?
Yes, I can. Thank you.
Awesome.
So, is this bird now fluttering behind me?
You feel like a slight peck on your shoulder.
I don't know this thing. I'm not gonna shoot it though.
Oh no.
I'm gonna
Well,
catclaw
it's not. It's
I'm
not
gonna catclaw.
humanoid.
No, it's not. It's something that's not. It didn't roll through. I mean, he's on high alert. This thing spooked him from behind. It's not humanoid. It's fluttering. It's a D20 plus 5. He's catclawing. It's a 10. He like literally just gun in hand, cat like a claw swoops around to hit Jacqueline. I don't know if it hits him or not. I don't know what Jacqueline's AC is.
I don't think it does. Let me look at the stat block.
I love it.
I think
As
I've
you-
been using owl stat.
Makes
Sounds
sense.
good.
That's a bird.
Bird
What's
of
the
night,
other bird what's the other bird option?
right? Definitely not a crow.
Oh, there's a raven.
Oh, there is a raven. Yep. I
nice.
found it. It
yeah.
has an AC of 12.
Nice.
12.
Yeah, you
So
see
he
Jacqueline dodge.
swings back, and as he swings back, he rolls around with the gun, and the gun comes up as he sees the raven, and at that point, it sort of brings this weird calm where he like pulls it up and goes to pull a trigger and looks at it
Yeah.
and recognizes a raven and recognizes a devout raven, I think, at this point.
Yeah.
And it surprises him where he staggers back a step and lowers his weapon and goes to talk, but nothing happens.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Silence. Just
Yeah.
that smell of death and incense, but yeah, almost like you see like the raven like flutter around and like kind of freak out. You also kind of gives you a disorienting dizzy vision, Morgen, as it like spirals and dodges and like freaks out and flutters, you know, to like stabilize itself. And it's just like, what the fuck? Why did that cat attack me? You hear in your head.
You look at him, he's making that chittering sound. You see the teeth come up, the mouth, the side of the mouth comes up.
Yeah.
But no chittering is heard, but you can hear it like heard, but you can see like his
It's
his
felt.
mouth coming up. It's felt. You know what he's doing.
So I would return back to my own senses and my own consciousness and talk to everyone out here and say, well, the good news is Mox isn't dead. It is some kind of gateway, though. I can't hear anything on the other side, but there is a hallway, and he seems to be making his way in there. Should we follow?
probably should stick together.
I'd feel better having the guy with the pepper box on our side, yeah.
I agree. Well, I'll see you on the other side. And then Morgan will go up and touch the wall and just accept in her fate and the duties that she has
All right.
in this world and the next.
You all link hands and like kind of get pulled through together. Yeah, we're gonna. Everyone has advantage on saving throws against being frightened, but disadvantage on death saving throws for the next 24 hours.
I kind of wanted to see if Aloysia was going to come through. If she could do it. But no, I'm cool. It's fine.
So you definitely get that. As you all pull through, I say, Mox, you're probably gonna have to move out the way.
Yeah, I mean, seeing that more people are coming, he would move forward, gun out at this point.
So that Jack can get buried a little in the bird sauce.
That's fine. I can put him on.
Now, say as you start creeping up ahead, like you all feel as you come through that silence, that pressing. You just hear those heartbeats in your ears as you see Mox up ahead and kind of all feeling crammed in this very narrow, tight corridor. Where you are now, where you had to move, Mox. If you enter it up a little bit forward, you enter the chamber that reeks of death and incense. To the west is an open archway that leads into a small side room, and to the north is a hallway flanked by 2 statues of swollen, worm-bodied abomination, each with 3 arms and the hairless head of a howling, fang-toothed man wearing a crown of black spikes. That's what these are supposed to be.
Yeah. He would put his hand out, like, as it opens up to stop the next person over, and then very, like, in a trained military fashion, roll over and to the corner and, like, make checks or, like, look around to see if nothing's moving.
Yeah.
If at this point he doesn't see anything moving, you'll see his hand come up and he'll move people forward. If there's any motion, he would hold it up.
Yeah,
Like it looks like a very military trained, breach operation at this point.
Yeah, taking over more, letting those instincts kicked in. As you move over, you get a better line of sight up ahead. It's hallway past these statues is lined with what appears to be dozens of curved, quivering blades, and ends at a double door way off down into the distance, fading into the darkness. It's a little hard to see what is down at the end of that thing from where you're at right now with your 60 feet, but
and noise is still like 0 at this point.
You start to hear the shuffling as soon as you come into this room. Like you hear your feet slide, so it's like as you exit the hallway, everyone is able to get their vision or sound hearing back.
Yes, every one of those things, like he's like moves there and he thinks it's a whisper, but it's like more of a talk. Like, all right, I think we're clear. Oh, I think we're clear.
Yeah, comes out a little louder. You can go ahead and make that perception check. And then if you want, anyone wants to make a religion check if they're curious about those statues.
Oh, damn it. There's a lot of ones,
Ludo
guys.
A lot of ones today.
All right.
It's clear, guys. We're good. Nothing's moving.
All right. First with those religion checks, just because it's been very on the mind of everything, especially Morgen and Saeryn, you would especially recognize from all the papers and stuff that you read from the Hythenos household. This is easily the depiction of Torog, the crawling king, god of enslavement and torture. And Mox, with that perception, you notice written in Undercommon if you speak it, which you would be being here.
Okay.
Yeah, you would have that from a Bazazan background.
Okay, Undercommon.
Like, if you've been in Bazazan for any amount of time,
you
need to have Undercommon,
Okay.
It says, revel in the pain you inflict on others, relish the pain you suffer yourself as an offering to the crawling king, which you all know now the tenets of Torog, and that is written on past the statues where those blades lead down that hallway. And to the north or the west has that little open archway that leads into some side room. And I'll let you all go from there. Whatever anyone wants to do.
I'm sorry. What was that language now? I got
Undercommon.
now.
Sorry.
Undercommon. I was trying to find it and I hit the wrong button. Okay, cool.
And what did that say again?
Just the commandments of Torog. Hey, let me put that paste for you. Revel in the pain you inflict on others. Relish in the pain you suffer yourself as an offering to the Crawling King. And in the journal, you also have a thing for it. Under the symbols folder.
Yep.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
there's
we've seen
that.
Well, we've seen it before, I think. Wasn't that one of the amulets we found after the fight for the baby? Baby
Yes,
fight?
there was some of those there as well. Yeah.
That's Aaron, not Mox.
Mhm.
Trying to
Yeah.
remember who remembers what at
Yeah.
this point.
And you definitely remember finding a bunch of Torog stuff at the Hythanos estate that Morgan reported.
At this point, we can see there's a door to the left, correct?
Yeah.
Like I can see it specifically, so I think Mox can
Mhm.
see it. And I sort of point that way, and you know that seems more
Yeah.
less scary.
Yeah, so as you walk into that room, definitely seems to be a locked door, like set in the stone. It's like a straight wooden door. And as you approach Saeryn, it's like, you could assume it's probably locked.
Yeah, I was about to say I'd like to do an investigation to check for like traps, and then
Yeah,
maybe then I can try some thieves' tools to see if I can unlock it.
excellent. Yeah, go ahead and make that investigation check to check for any traps or anything.
Oh God!
I mean,
You're good, man.
yeah,
You're good.
whatever. Like honestly, yeah, whatever. Your judgment call in the moment.
Seems good.
It's either it seems good or oh god, this door is so trapped.
Yeah.
Those
Oh,
are
yeah.
the only two options.
So, do you try to go to open it?
Either this door is fine, or instant death. 50-50 shot. I like me odds. And yeah, I'm gonna attempt to unlock it with thieves' tools.
Awesome. So here's the thing with your investigation natural 1. What happened was you assumed it was locked. So, and you go to start opening it with the thieves' tools, and you give that like little twist of torque. Oh man,
And
it
it just
opens
kinda
up
opens.
very easily. And
I thought you were
what-
gonna say it was already unlocked and he accidentally
locked it.
relocked it.
Yeah. Not quite that. He just does accidentally open it. And what
Oh.
happens is, as soon as you open it,
No.
you see 3 green flaming skulls burst up into laughter and flame. I need everyone to roll initiative.
Saeryn once again realizes he has somehow put himself on the front goddamn lines.
You just had to open that door.
So we're gonna roll the initiatives, and then we're going to take a break before we get into it.
I had to open the door. I'm the one with thieves' tools.
What? Yeah, he had to open it, but in reality,
I know.
it's random door or death hallway.
So
We have to
Yeah, there's
check
a blood
random
splatter
ass,
on that other side.
So
yeah.
here-
We
Here's-
have to check random ass door, right?
So here's the thing.
Yep.
Each flaming skull is going to be a different thing with its own initiative. You will thank me for that later.
Oh good. Oh good.
Thank you for not throwing 3 fireballs on us at one.
Yeah, at one time. Yep.
Yeah, if they rolled one good roll better than everyone, like that yeah,
That's dangerous.
that would be bad. All right, everyone got their initiative. Let's go descending order and go to break. Hell
you
yeah.
get
Shut the door.
Yeah.
Make sure you get your other character in there, Jack. Your NPC.
Oh yeah, was that Alicia?
Maybe she's a 23.
Yeah, she's like
Be
all
right
the way
back.
back. Yep. All right, let's get that music.
There it is. I can leave now.
Loop us on.
The shut the door comment immediately reminded me of the scene from the Street Fighter movie, where they're watching a TV, and then on the TV there's like a flaming truck headed for the tent that they're in, and they turn around, they see the flaming truck heading directly at them, and they turn and look at the TV again, and Zangief just goes, "We changed the channel!"
I mean, yeah, pretty much just like, oh no. All right, you're back.
such a catchy tune.
Yeah, I know. I was like picking this character to like 100% backseat it, so I'm like, I don't have to talk that much. It'll be good, no problem. And then he keeps throwing crap at me that like ties in with backstory. I'm like, I shouldn't have given such a big backstory. I should have given him not that backstory. Yeah, that's what happens. He gets me.
Should do an alt tabaxi campaign, but like make the Thundercats.
Thundercats, yeah, absolutely.
That'd be
Absolutely.
so much fun.
Dude, it would be even a one shot, even an all tabaxi one shot. You gotta play on words. You gotta play on words. Thundercats, though. You can't call it Thundercats. You'd have to do that whole, you know, storm felines or
Yeah, Storm Feline.
storm felines.
Eat done.
Yeah.
No
All
notes.
tabaxi campaign, storm felines. Just like I said, just a one shot. You know, you have to go in and defeat. It would have to be it has to be a mummy. Has to be a mummy because that just has to happen.
That's funny. Well, what an awful door.
What a terrible door. As Jack, when I said, "Hey, there's a door over there," Jack's like, "Don't smile, don't smile,
I just
don't
see,
smile."
yeah, his fingers are like tapping together, like
Yeah.
evil villain style.
Excellent. He's already, you know, he can't tap, dude. He can't tap his
Yeah.
fingers together. What a jerk.
No, the
He's
the
got
thing-
Maggie sitting on his lap. He's
You say
stroking
that
her,
evil
like-
villain.
Yeah.
Yes.
He can't steeple his fingers, man. What's wrong?
My
with him?
pawns. No, it really has been the like, well, there's 3, 4, 5 different monster blocks I need to have available ready to go tonight,
Yeah.
depending on the choices.
Hey,
And I love it.
choices were made, man. Things were said. Choices were
Well,
made.
that's like, I think, like, thinking back, it's like, Aljin would not have done that.
Absolutely not. But you said buzzwords that are, or people said buzzwords that are in backstory. So things happen.
You
He's
know?
a much different character, which I have to get into a much different mindset.
Different
He
buttons
is
to
a-
push.
Different buttons to push. He is a low wisdom, low charisma, low constitution character. Actually, low intelligence. He's, I don't know. His lowest is his charisma. Because everything else is charisma.
Amazing.
He's a 9 charisma character.
So I will say, is everyone else back as well?
Yeah.
I heard one. That's alright. Yeah, lots of nasty monsters in this place.
I probably picked the best door, guys. Everything else is probably horribler. I mean, there's probably not a garden with some roses. If there was, it would be like the piranha plants from Mario trying to eat us.
Hey, to quote a song, I beg your pardon, never promised you a rose garden.
Yeah.
Amazing.
It's always disturbing, being cautious when the DM gives you a whole bunch of sweet stuff before you like enter a dungeon. He's like, "Hey, before you go, here's a whole bunch of sweet magical items. Go ahead, go in the dungeon now.
Power-ups.
Enjoy."
He said, enjoy your power-ups. You're gonna need it.
You're going to need them, yeah.
Oh,
Also
Caution,
here's Also, here's an NPC that doesn't do anything but fucking cantrips.
Well, I'm not gonna Matt Mercer you and put a whole DMPC in here,
Oh, come on. You gotta put, like, the higher level NPC in there.
right? I mean, with an at 20, someone probably could have convinced Varen to come.
That would have been cool.
It's just like, hey,
Yep.
DM, carry us through your dungeon. There's a world where that could have happened.
I just love this. That Arlo is up front there, just unlocking the door, and there's just 3 flaming skeleton heads.
Hell yeah! So I say we ready to get rolling?
Right, is Arlo back? Saeryn back?
Oh no, yeah, they have been taking a little bit longer time getting around. I
Oh yeah, I
remember
forgot
now.
he's on
Yeah, so
crutches.
no, we will not rush that.
So
to,
what are the odds? He's next. So there's a world where he gets the door closed before the second and third skeleton come out.
We will see. Yeah, see where these other ones at. See, that was, I'm like, if I roll 1 stat initiative for them, there is a world where everyone has 3 fireballs before they get to act, and that's not a fun game.
No.
I just like to think, like, you know, if we were to look at this as its own living world, these 3 flame skulls are just in this small room together, just like for thousands of years.
Very warm blast of air as that door opens up.
Yeah. I kind of thought maybe the other team came this way and they like tricked them into this closet. I don't know. Hard to say. Why is there just a closet of skeleton heads? Who knows?
Is it just a closet?
Maybe.
I mean,
We haven't found any chests yet. So
the
we might as well
Cloister
throw
of
this thing on.
Penitence.
Plus, he explained the hallway as a hallway of
Yeah.
curved blades.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I find to actually get to jump out of the initiative screen real quick. Kind of looks something like this.
Oh, cool. That's
really
awesome.
cool.
That's great.
That is really dope art.
They made
Great
art
art.
specifically for the Flaming Skull Closet. Love.
Yep.
Remember, your choices came here.
Specifically, my choice made us come here.
No, it's like truly of all of the things, and they're like, we really need to highlight the 3 flame skulls in this closet.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my god, yeah. Back for Arlo, hell yeah. With that, we will start initiative. And with that,
Fireball.
I mean, I'm gonna need, it's going to shoot right, yeah, here in the middle and get everyone. As it just shoots the fireball in the corner of the room to engulf everyone, and it wraps around all the walls. Everyone dexterity saving throws.
Counterspell.
I love
You
it.
see it go to cast a spell as it flares up with an arcane innate energy to cast what you know to be a fireball. You know what these things are. You're a fucking wizard. You know what's about to happen, so you do not let that happen, and you counterspell that fireball, wasting its turn. It is a 3rd level on a 3rd level. Saeryn, you're up.
Close
I
the door.
gotta admit,
Close the door.
that was absolutely metagaming. I saw that I was next, and I was like, no.
No, fireball
No.
is the spell. Can be counterspelled.
And we just saw a vision where one of these fuckers fireballed that whole team. Like,
Yeah.
basically that entire team got fireballed. And so, it makes sense.
I'm guessing, was it the blue one that fireballed?
Yes. Yeah, he moved up into range, and yeah, and I'll say he pretty much just stays like right there, not moving out further.
I actually
Beautiful
kind of like my position.
Fucking counterspell.
I think that's my first one.
Yeah, what does Saeryn? When you portent, you say things that don't happen, and you see this spell bounding up in its energy. What does your counterspell snap it down in existence?
I think he sees the magic starting to convalesce into like this fire and he just looks at it, thinks to himself, and like makes little finger guns at it and goes, too bad. And like makes a little like a finger guns at it, and it just
it just whiffs
like a gust of wind goes, like pushes it away.
Yeah.
And then he blows on his finger, and then he looks over at Mox. I just learned what these are.
Yeah, amazing. You saw a gun, and then you have done what might possibly be the world's first finger gun.
Yep.
That you're aware of. Because no one in Whitestone will ever do that, Mox. Like, you're a gas of like the casual, like, no, you treat guns with respect. We don't play like that.
Horrifically disrespectful to his culture.
Like, the Dorolo family has put out many PSAs.
Yep. I'm sorry, I made a mistake. Finger pepper box. My bad.
I love it. Yeah.
Again, I don't actually have offensive spells, so I think I'm hitting the blue flaming skull with a mind sliver.
Amazing. I'll make that int save.
That's a fail.
Yes. All right. That's got the damage. 8
psychic damage and a minus D4 to its next saving throw.
All right. I will put the marker on, so you let me know when I can apply it in case I forget.
I'll try to remember.
Excellent. All right. Any bonuses? Any movement? Anything else?
And I think if I move, I might provoke an attack of opportunity. I'm not exactly sure if that thing's actually behind the door. But also getting bunched up just doesn't seem like a smart move either, because they clearly just threw a fireball.
Yeah. I'm gonna say here, we're gonna do it like this. Door open to the left or right. 1 or 2 will be the left, 3 or 4 will be the right. So the door will open up to like the left side. So like that flaming skull kind of has to like go around the door from the left.
Yeah, I still think I'm in a pretty good
corner
position though.
Oh yeah.
Just because like if I move towards Ludo, then more of us are in a fireball.
Beautiful. All right, then we will move on. Ooh, I want to hear this song.
I'm gonna move up a little bit.
Fuck yeah. This one's called
that aura.
All right.
Okay, so she is going to present her shield and the holy symbol that is on it, and channel divinity. We're gonna get a turn undead up in here. I need wisdom saving throws from all undead within 30 feet that can see or hear me.
Yeah, buddy. They speak common. They know it. And that is everyone. So we're gonna start with green of wisdom save.
We're looking for 16.
It has advantage on spells and other magical effects. This is a divine effect, so it does not have advantage. So that's going to be a fail on green. So now we're going to go with red. That is a 12. That is a fail. And now let's try blue. 11.
Amazing.
Great.
They are not crumbled because they are a challenge rating of 4, but they are turned.
Alrighty, I will post the turned. It's not really a condition. It's kind of like a pseudo condition.
Spend their turn moving away, right?
They have to spend their turn actually dashing away from me if possible. They can't go towards me, and if they get backed into a corner, they must take the dodge action. Damage done to them will break them out of the turn state, but at least this way we can deal with them one at a time, and it lasts a minute.
Amazing. Do they don't make saves at the end of their turn? It just lasts?
Yep, it's just a 1 minute duration.
All right, so they are all turned. Fuck yeah. Anything else?
Can you just chase them? Just chase them back into the closet, and we'll shut the door.
Yeah. Exact same thing. Just close the door back up.
I could use my thieves' tools to lock the door.
Yeah. Yep.
Here, yep. That's amazing.
Yeah, that will do it for my turn.
That's a good turn.
Awesome. We will move on to Aloysia, and she says, "Oh, amazing. Well, my fireboat's kind of useless. So I'm gonna run over here, and she runs this way and gets out of what she thinks might be potentially fireball range, just in case. Yeah, she has nothing to add on this. She's gonna take essentially a dodge action. All right, and that will go to Flaming Skull Red. It is backed up into a corner. It needs to take a... So, creature must suspend its turn, trying to move. It can't move. It also can't take reactions. For its action, it has to try and do the thing. So, one quick... Awesome.
For its action, will you dodge or try to escape?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
No, there's only try to escape from an effect that prevents it from moving.
Yeah, so it has no bonus actions possible. Because Flaming Sphere is still an action to cast, but you need to use a bonus action to move it. So it takes a dodge action in the closet. Ludo, your turn.
Would Ludo know not to hit it?
I will say I have turned something before and gave it the warning that...
Yeah, that has happened.
Okay.
So I'll leave that up to Ludo in the moment to decide. But wouldn't be metagaming to be able to act on that knowledge.
Oh, I forgot. The blue one had a minus D4 to that wisdom save. Doesn't matter.
Didn't need it.
Yeah,
But you can remove
harder.
that icon on it now.
It mega failed. I think it's extra turned.
Are we dealing with these things, or are we trying to shut them in the closet? I think Ludo's just going to prepare a dodge.
All right, action dodge. Any bonuses movement?
Well, it can't attack me at
Yeah, it
opportunity,
can't
but
take
I
reaction.
don't really want to pull the aura away from Saeryn, just in case. I mean, not that they can do anything.
Oh yeah, no, beautiful. So yeah, just kind of post up, get ready in case. Mox, anything?
Yep.
That you take.
Yeah. So knowing that I kind of saw Saeryn unlock the door. I think he unlocked the door. I wasn't really paying attention. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I sort of bump him off the door, and I'll say, I'll hold it shut. You lock it back up when he gets in, because I've seen this spell before. I've seen this happen. So he sort of grabs the door, reaches his arm around, leaving an open spot. And I'm gonna prepare a interaction when the blue guy gets into that door, because he can't go toward him or her gets in the door. I'm going to close the door as my action.
Awesome.
And then wait for Saeryn to hopefully, or Arlo to hopefully lock the door up.
Fucking yeah, so that will be prepared action. We'll go to green, who will take the dodge behind the door, you assume. And then that'll bring us back to the top of the round. So what happens here is blue will spend its action coming as far as it can into this corner because it is turned. That is its thing, and it'll take an action to dodge.
I'll close the door.
Yep, you use your reaction, prepare to do a swing set, slam. Saeryn, is your turn.
I guess I'm looking at the door. I guess I'll attempt to use my thieves' tools to actually lock the door.
Hell yeah, give me a thieves tool check. Would be dexterity with the tool proficiency. How about a trivialized fucking battle?
It has no, they have no fingers, man.
We use a channel divinity and a third level spell slot.
Yeah, they have no fingers. They can't open this door. Just close it.
They could try to fireball their way out.
And they could, but at least we'll slow them down.
But
Yeah,
if
Wait
they
a minute to
haven't
get
done
through
that
the
before.
murder hall.
Yeah, they haven't done before, so it may be a visual thing. They don't see us.
Yeah.
They don't get mad.
The door is slammed shut. You do give it a nice good lock. I mean, you do like a nice you try and jam it up the as much as you can. So this shouldn't be. You're not trying to make it pretty and pickable. Like you're just like door, don't open.
Yeah.
And like I said, these things don't have hands. Fuck yeah. So at this point, if anyone has any other things that they want to do, we can say we'll go out of initiative, because otherwise we're just gonna have to roll through 10 rounds of you guys doing stuff. So you have a minute until this effect ends. You can tell me if there's anything you want to do or accomplish during that time, or if you want to start going out. We can get loose out of initiative. Have you start investigating other things around, and then we'll, I'll try to keep track of how many actions are being taken from there.
Yeah, I say we just move on and try to explore the rest of this room.
Yeah, I definitely think that I'd start moving towards the murder hallway and investigating up here.
Awesome. So I'm going to remove all turns.
Jeez.
Yeah,
This is long.
At this point, I'll post up here, keeping an eye on making sure I can see the door. I'm gonna go back further. I can see the door from here. Make sure I can see the door, but not with a gun out, but not like trying to get too close. If it opens, I'm gonna open fire.
Awesome. All right.
Or if it explodes out, I guess I'm gonna shoot wildly into there.
So you get out, you pretty much all start rushing your way over. We'll say that'll be, pretty much one. You start looking down that hallway. Morgen, as you step up a little closer, you notice those statues of depictions of Torog, the Crawling King. That bladed corridor that seems to go down extends out. Even with your vision that goes into darkness, what you can see is these silver twitching blades protruding from the wall. So there does seem to be some movement with them. A dim burgundy glow suffuses this corridor, illuminating every razor-sharp bit of metal. Above these doors at the very end, you can kind of see what seems to be a double door at the north end of the corridor. Attached to the top of this door is a crystal canister that hangs like above where these doors are.
I'm going to use an action to send Jacqueline back into his little pocket dimension.
All right.
And we're gonna come up here and look.
Yeah. Yeah, it's this hallway with the line with these dozens of the curved, quivering blades, and at the end is that double door, and mounted above that is that 8-inch tall canister made of this translucent crystal. I know map kind of extends past your vision, but
Yeah, I'm looking to see what spells I have prepared. Anyone else can do whatever y'all doing. I gotta.
I think I'm gonna investigate these statues.
all right.
Yeah, I was kind of looking at the same thing.
Yeah.
I was reading more in the journal.
So yeah, you can make it like the straight religion check, because you were able to depict their Torog, the Crawling King.
Yeah, I know my specialty.
All right. Seems like appropriate time. Are we on XP or milestone? Good question. It's been mostly milestone.
It's a good question. He just skips past it.
Yeah,
I just noticed that if I type something in, it comes out as Arlo Morningwood. But if it comes from my character sheet, it does put Saeryn Conundrum in there.
Yep.
That's funny.
We're just fantastic.
So I will say, with the information you guys know about Torog, even with those religion checks, so you're not getting any extra insight, but possibly the one commandment where that is etched here in Undercommon, revel in the pain you inflict on others, and relish the pain you suffer yourself as an offering to Torog. I'll say it's probably been like, 18-ish seconds probably now with that. So yeah, like getting to like 2 or 3 turns.
Is there any still? Okay, so no banging from the door. Although they're probably rolling around that whole room.
Yeah, you see. Yeah, you hear.
Morgen goes up. You hear them moving, but
Yeah.
all right.
They're dodging around.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. I think Morgan is going to cast False Life on herself. And we're going to upcast this. I think I'm going to do it at 3rd level.
Excellent.
So I gain 1d4 plus 14 temporary hit points.
Hell yeah.
Oh, I didn't put roll. Ha ha ha. It is max roll 18. And I'm going to attempt to traverse down the hallway.
All right, as you step your way into that hallway with the quivering blades, as you take your first step in on that spot, go ahead and give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh my gosh!
So I will do the ask. Want me to roll or take average?
Oh no.
That never means it's low. Oh
So you got the luck wizard. Let's roll for it.
God damn it.
The blades tilt all of a sudden underneath your feet. The floor levels up into like a steep slope that makes you tumble, and you stumble off into the one side into the blades directly as they excitedly and hungrily slash across you. You take that 20 points of slashing damage, but that dim burgundy glow that suffused the corridor, it flares up, and every razor sharp bit of metal illuminates with this dark glow as the fluid begins to pour off of the blades, and they seem to go down in like a track in a trough, and then the canister above the double door at the other end starts to slowly fill up. Maybe.
Would all of us be able to see that?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll say with the light that it terminates down, it's like hard to kind of see down here on the actual map, but I'll say with Morgen that puts you like we'll say that puts you like right here so that you can see.
All right.
But yeah, you see that canister fills up a little bit. Make a perception check.
Sure. $14.
All right. It's actually hard to tell how much, but probably more than around a quarter of the way full or something.
Okay. I just have plans on repeats. If anyone else is doing something or not doing something, I'm gonna keep going down the hallway after casting False Life in between each of these.
Awesome. Yeah, is anyone doing anything else, or are they gonna let Morgen keep marching forward? You hear the thumping of the doorway as they start to move around. As you know, they're now pounding around against the back reverse way of the skulls in the closet.
Oh, change bring us split ends. What in the devil's going on?
Ludo's going to cast Aid.
Ooh, okay.
Amazing. Just doing the first level.
Well, it's a 2nd level spell.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, gotcha, perfect. So yeah, you choose 3 people. Each get 5 maximum hit points on their life.
I'm just out of it, so it's literally the 3 of you.
All right, yeah. So
Can I choose myself?
Yeah.
Right. And And are those temporary?
They're not temporary, so they're max, so they go on top of, so they can be stacked with temporary. And then, yeah, so your hit point maximum stays there. So if you get healing, then it still goes up to that that 5 that stays on the top. Just make sure at the end of, like, when you do a long rest, you gotta make sure to take that 5 off or find a way to keep track of it, otherwise.
If you increase your max HP on D&D Beyond,
Yeah.
then when you take a long rest, you can reset HP max automatically.
Yeah.
There's a checkbox for it.
Yeah, that's how I usually do it. But yeah, whatever way to keep track is easiest. But yeah, so you cast that pretty much as you see Morgan take that, stumble. So we'll say that's like starting like this like 4th turn after the Flame Skulls.
At that point, Mox will probably yell at Aloysia, like, we need to start going up, so you might as well get moving.
She says, well, don't expect me to get cut up for y'all. I hired you.
And Mox will also move 30 feet, because seeing we're moving forward, he's going to start pushing forward.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. So is anyone following Morgan in immediately? Like pretty much on like this
Ludo
turn, we'll call
would.
it. Yeah. Awesome. So
Yeah,
anyone that's
Ludo
entering right
doesn't.
now, go ahead and give me that dexterity saving throw. And we'll say that you move up. If anyone's like, you guys can move up your movements if you want.
I'm also going to go in with Ludo.
Awesome. Give me a dex save as well. Let's see.
Not working again.
Yeah, I'm sorry, D&D Beyond's being so lame tonight.
Yeah. They just updated Beyond 20, like, in the last couple days. At least mine told me when I got on today it was
God
being
in
weird.
heaven.
Oh, no. I mean, he can't roll.
Plus another 2 from the aura, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Fail from Arlo.
Yeah.
Is Ludo. Yeah, sorry, I know you're waiting on your thing.
Yeah.
You
I'm
can
Just roll manually.
Yeah. We can do maths. Oh my god, y'all.
What?
Oh.
What is
You got that
happening?
down?
I mean, it is the
on hers?
Betrayer's Rise. It is cursed. Good roll though. Had a top and a lowest. 21661 on a 5d6. So you two both take 16 slashing damage. So that's another 32. So we had 32 plus 20. So that thing, the crystal canister, Morgan, you see it fill up, and it's definitely over halfway filled now.
All right, at that point, I think since we're like sort of resetting, I'm kind of doing a manual, like, instant initiative in my head. Mox will sprint up past 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 35, and he will get up, like, as far as he can with the sprint. Just sort of getting up there, too.
Yeah, make that dex save.
Mm-hmm.
DC 20.
Oh, is it not going to roll? Oh, it's not going to roll.
Yeah.
It's being
Why? Yeah. No, it's let's use the
DC 20. Oh, this plus 5.
And also, if you
18
need to
plus
use,
5.
yeah, hell yeah. So you save, so you will take half.
Nice.
Apparently, it would put me.
So you'll take 8
Like there.
slashing.
Okay.
Hell yeah, and you see it is almost full now, like, but there's still just like a little bit the crystal canister. The blades are like they're twitching like excitedly now, and yeah.
Seeing that you like that canister now, can I actually drag my arm across it purposefully?
Yeah. So you want to give the rest?
Yeah.
Let's see. Is that...
Can I take the full 17?
Yeah, actually, because let me do the quick math. It was 20 plus 32, so it's 52. I mean, that brings us to 69 damage that has been absorbed in blood, and that's pretty nice. So we're gonna say that meets the threshold of 70. I'm not. I'm not.
like-
Yeah. I'm not gonna get greedy.
Like, yeah, because I've seen as he runs up, he sees the canister filling up, so it would be one of those things where he makes a save, but like notices everybody else's blood filling up, so he would like purposely like drag it across.
Yeah, and
to,
you
like,
see
get the rest of it.
the doors kind of, or the blades kind of slightly still for a second. The floor stops like lurching and tilting you guys into the blades, and you see Aloysius like, well, you know, good thing I didn't have to take the blood slice, but it's the benefit of wearing red robes. No one can ever see if you bleed. And then she just kind of now like confidently strolls up in, not having to take the health point penalty. She says, that's why I pay roll, y'all. And you all hear the click of the door down the halls unlock. And I'm going to assume you all get down there post-haste.
Yeah. Probably as fast as possible.
Yeah, as you hear the clicking and clacking of the stuff behind you, as you all make your way down through, I'll say you can move up to like that door. And you see it burst open, and you see it leads into what looks to be a stairwell that it heads down. Let me just make sure I got
Morgen
the right-
lost connection.
Yeah, she lost connection.
Oh no. Things are not fun. But I'll just say a quick 5-foot wide stairs of black stone cling to a ceiling, or cling to the walls of a rectangular shaft, and they seem to descend 100 feet down. And as you walk into this hallway, walking down this stairwell, it's just a normal stairwell. You do begin to hear the sound of a slight moaning.
Insight check the D.
Is this a normal stairwell?
It's not a bone stairwell, okay?
That was my question of does it seem no, Ludo, a natural one.
Oh, you guys,
Not-
like, one more natural one and just like
How
bad
am I
things are
rolling so
going to
many ones?
happen.
so many ones, man.
Ludo, why?
Does it
Why,
resemble,
Ludo?
like, does it resemble like does it bring back memories of the bone stairs? Like,
No, but
no.
you definitely give like that sense of like vertigo and height of like that depth and, you know, like how far down it goes. You know, that definitely has that familiar feeling, but this does just seem to be for all purposes with you know easy perceptions around just a stairwell heading down, as you hear the doors click close behind you as you all head into that spot, and you hear the fiery explosion of a fireball somewhere in the distance behind you.
Close the door.
Yeah. I imagine.
Behind me, I close the door. After everybody gets through, close the door behind me.
Yeah, right as you hear a series of fireballs explode from the room, and the they I mean, completely trivialize those flame skulls. Amazing, perfect timing of initiatives.
Okay, I am back.
Oh my god. Okay, awesome. Yeah. You guys came through that bladed corridor after giving enough blood. And as you all step through like that doorway and click it close behind you, you hear the flame skulls burst from the closet. Pretty much at the end of that minute. And this is a vertical shaft that leads about 100 feet down of just this winding staircase, just like smooth stone. But you hear a no, because everyone else, by the time everyone else came into the hallway, it was able to give enough blood, you realize. And that's stilled the blades before anyone had to make more offerings. But you pretty much had that like one round for y'all to like dash down the hallway before it started again. All right.
Good
and
for you, Morgan.
as
Good
you
for
all-
you.
know.
as you
I
all
know.
close that door behind you, you hear the slight moaning sound from the hallway down below.
Oh boy, more creepy
Well,
stuff.
that sounds inviting.
Mhm.
Yep. we're not going back to the flaming skulls, so I guess we're going down.
All right.
I'm not going through the murder hallway again. Let's
Yeah.
go.
As you all make your way down the thing, we can do rank and file who's in front. Anything you want to do as Aloysia? She's just like moaning. Why does it? And she's gonna roll a quick little history check.
Nice.
She says 21. She's like, that moaning. Oh no, the vision. And as you get further and further down the hallway, you do remember from the vision that moaning of that statued room.
Oh, damn it.
And it has that that seemingly thing. She's just like, I don't. Well, it's time to see what we're all made of, I guess.
Is that it? Just no preparing? Okay.
She's like, I mean, yeah, you see her, grab some stuff, but, prepare her, whatever. Yeah, what do you guys do as you egress down? I mean, it's a 100-foot long stairway. Got a minute.
Does anybody have the silence spell you can just cast on a radius of us? We can't do anything, it won't happen, right?
I don't have it prepared.
I also don't know any of this. I'm just like trying to think. I have extra like clothes. I was thinking of like cutting off pieces of like cloth and shoving it in my ears to hopefully keep the moaning away. I don't remember. Was it a what kind of say was it? It wasn't frightened condition. What condition was it?
It was a curse.
A curse. Oh shit. Nope, can't help that. I shoot things. I don't do anything else.
At this point, Saeryn can only give bad luck to other people. So,
well, as you all progress
So,
deeper,
I guess the plan is I stay next to Ludo and hope I don't get cursed.
Yeah, then we
I can lift it from one person, but
stay within 10 feet.
Ludo's
of
gonna
Ludo.
cast less. His 3 friends.
Well, there's 2 people you just
Hopefully
met,
that'll-
so there's one that's giving you a bunch of money,
Yeah,
and one
it's alright.
I'm just saying.
so who do you hit with
Feelings
bless?
between me and Aloysia are probably the same. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, who has the bless?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, let's roll a d4. 1, 2, Mox. 3, 4, Aloysia.
It goes Aloysia.
It's going to Aloysia.
She
Makes
says,
sense.
wise choice. I'm the money after all. Well, shall we?
Could be fun when Mox murders you all.
So, the awful wailing noise gets even louder as you approach the chamber, and you get down where your feet meet the smooth, even stone now at the bottom of the stairwell. A beam of light from above illuminates a statue in the middle of the room. The statue, made of pale marble, is shaped like a man on his knees, arms pinioned behind his back, trussed up in chains that cut into his skin. Hooks line the corners of the figure's mouth, pulling his lips away from his teeth, and smaller barbs encircle his eyes, holding the eyelids open. All the while, the hideous noise comes out of the statue's open mouth, yet still, its expression is one of ecstasy. A double door made of iron is set into the statue's chest. These surfaces have no handles. A triangle, each side 40 feet long, you see, is carved into the floor around the statue, surrounding it. At each point of the triangle's points, a stone arm juts up from the floor with its hand outstretched. And as you get down to the thing, pretty much as you like round the corner and all see that sight, the moaning becomes overwhelming, and I need everyone to roll me a charisma saving throw.
Are we +2 because of or is it +1 or +2?
+2, and then if you
Natural 20 for a 20.
Hell yeah. Question: is this a spell?
It is not a spell effect. It is a divine curse.
Got it. I completely forgot that satyrs have advantage on saves against spells.
Oh no.
Oops.
Mine's not working right now for some reason. Let me refresh.
Yeah, if anyone needs whatever rolls you need, but yeah.
I'll probably just have to reinstall the thing in a minute. I'm just
Yeah,
gonna roll it in front.
Yeah, the thing's probably being all funky.
All right, Nat 1, go. Cut nearly.
You nearly got it.
So +2 for a 9.
+2 plus a d4.
Plus a d4. But still, yeah, gonna be too far.
Alright, so this is I don't remember the command. Is it /R?
Yeah.
Yeah.
/R roll 1.
Or slash, yeah. Or just /roll, then the thing, or /R, then the nut dice.
So a 2 plus a, so 4.
And then even with the d4. All right. Anyone
No,
else?
I don't have the d4. I just have Ludo's 2.
Okay.
That's a 4. Dude, guys, we're doing great.
We're killing. And by it, I mean each other.
Yeah.
Add that d4, Ludo.
I didn't bless myself.
You got
You're
Morgen, Alicia,
previous.
Saeryn. Was that who had the bless?
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless he did himself instead of Aloysia.
I know, but if you said he did a
I
little
did not.
Okay.
But you have
Alright.
4. Oh no, you're adding. Yours is already added in there.
So
isn't it?
Max Ludo failed. Yeah. That's why he's got the 7 on it. Let's see. Let's make Aloysia. +2 for Ludo. Plus a d4.
4, yep.
So,
17.
all right. For one more time tonight, everyone, let's roll initiative.
You have a map for us? We're gonna do it right here. Tokens.
How about that?
Yeah, I like that.
And you see
I
Aloysia.
don't know why I did that.
Well, we'll find out. So who got below 16?
Me. Saeryn.
Everybody but Mox.
And Ludo.
Below 16, yeah, everybody but Mox.
You got 16 or above 16?
I got a 23, yeah. And oh, I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, no, for the
In
charisma save.
saves?
Yeah.
Oh,
So DC
everybody-
16 for the curse. Yeah, who passed the curse? I guess I'll say DC 16 on
I
the
think it
charisma
was
save.
Morgen at a natural 20, and that's it, I think.
Yeah, just I think me and Aloysia.
And Aloysia, yeah.
All right. Well, let's begin at the top of initiative. Been here before. You feel the curse of Torog's hunger. At the start of your turn. Okay, so at the start. Awesome. All right. So now at the beginning of your turn, go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw.
It's not gonna work. So this would be wisdom save. A D20 plus 2. It might a natural 20.
All right. So something in the room kind of holds your hand, so you're still under the effect of the curse, but you're not compelled right now on this turn.
Okay.
All right, and then make another charisma save at the end of your turn.
So a -1. Am I still in his? I'm in his aura. So -1
Yes.
plus 2. So that'd be 11.
All right, so you're still under the curse, but you're feeling it. So now, Saeryn, at the beginning of your turn, make a wisdom saving throw.
Is this a spell? No. Oh gosh, right.
Yeah, it's weird. One of mine worked, one of mine didn't. It's strange.
Yeah, it's like the saving throws.
Yeah, I think the reason I'm not having a problem is because I'm using like creature blocks, stat blocks, so it's probably like the character sheet.
Character sheet blocks, yeah.
I also got an 11 because I rolled an 11 on the wisdom saving throw.
All right, so you must use your turn. You gotta use your action to harm another creature using a spell or attack that deals the greatest amount of damage.
A spell or attack that does the greatest amount of damage?
Yeah. Oh, ow. Those sneezes hurt really bad. Oof.
What just happened?
Oh, I sneezed and that hurt.
Oh, yeah, that'll be bad for you.
Yeah, broken clavicle muscles are, don't want to move like that. Oh, well, I also bruised the lung when I landed.
Ouch.
Ah!
That's also been not fun. Alright, moving on. Like I said, life is pain. Yeah, so,
The thing that can do the most damage.
you know, the offensive Saeryn.
Oh man, this is... See, so the thing was with Saeryn. It was really fun when I was working with the paladin bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah, now it's like, what, now you got, like, Mind Sliver? Which could be argued to be more harm.
Actually, the most damaging thing I can do is pull out the wand. Actually, Saren's gonna move. I still have movement, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, if you wanted to move Mox, I guess, as well. But you are, still compelled under the curse, so it's a weird.
I'm going right there.
What was that?
I was
I
letting
was
Max know
gonna
he can
move,
move
yeah.
if needed. Yeah.
I have to move because otherwise my attacks are my rangeful attacks are at disadvantage. And we're gonna play this straight. Saren's gonna attack Morgen.
All right.
Morgen, you see Saeryn like looking at you kind of weird. It reminds you of the way people were looking at each other, like the way Dearest was looking at people in the vision. But the thing is, then you see Saeryn pull up that weird wand he was using earlier, and he's staring right at you. And he doesn't even say anything; he just points it at you. And that's going to be 2 charges from the wand.
Oh yeah. So is that 4 bullets?
4 bolts.
And, on the day that D&D Beyond is doing all the wonkiness, let's have you roll all of the d20s for those attacks of a magic missile. Wild.
God damn it. Well, it did something weird on the roll 20, so that's busted. But hold on a second. The first one is a 12 to hit.
No good.
Yeah, you need to roll any d20s and things. Oh, yeah. Ooh, I see a crit.
We are going
Silvery
to
barbs myself.
cancel the crit with another Sentinel at Death's Door. That's 2 uses for the day out of 4.
That's
good
so
because
many uses.
That's good because instead of doing 2d4 damage, when it crits, it does 5d4 damage.
Pretty fun spell.
I was really hoping I'd get a nat 1 at some point, just cancel all this shit.
Just blow it up.
Blow myself
So
up.
you got 2 hits on that?
It looks like
Yeah,
22
2
to
of
hit.
them. Yep.
All right, so that's going to be 44.
Yeah, 2 hits separately technically, but I don't think Morgan has any concentrations up, so it doesn't matter.
Nope.
I don't know what the heck.
Oh yeah, it finally did the roll.
Son of a gun.
So the first one did 6 force damage, it says. That's so funny. Shit is busted tonight.
And then 7, so 6 and 7.
Those are some pretty good rolls.
See, that's the thing is, I didn't click on the thing to do
Alrighty.
damage. I clicked on something completely different that doesn't normally do that.
Yeah, we'll say that's yeah, total 15.
Yep, total 15. End of turn.
All right, you see it goes to Elisha's turn, and she just says,
Oh, should I make a Christmas saving throw again?
"Oh yeah, make a Christmas save, perfect." You do have the bless on you still.
I got a nat 20.
You feel the
22.
effect end on you. Amazing.
Morgan, you immediately see Saeryn, like, after he launches those missiles at you. He's like, whoa, huh? What did I just do?
It's okay, Saeryn. In another life, I threw a dagger at your throat.
That's unfortunate. Yeah, that's end of turn.
All right. Yeah, you see Elisha just goes, "Nope, not having this," and they cast a spell. And at the end of their turn, they blink out of existence.
She's such a bitch.
Yeah,
Great.
she looks around to see that, just like not getting in the middle of this.
If she has that spell, there's a very good chance she could just cancel the curse on them. Never mind. It's
What?
neither here nor there.
Huh?
Huh?
You gonna ask her that?
No.
All right,
I don't know.
Ludo.
I want to kill everybody.
Give me a wisdom saving throw.
I think this worked. Nope. Have to do it manually.
Yeah.
You are able to steel yourself on this, and not, immediately start digging in. I don't really understand why they created this to have a wisdom save beginning of turn and then a charisma save at the end of the turn. It's a little clunky mechanic, but that's all right.
Yeah. So you don't TPK your own team coming in.
Exactly. And on that, we will, if you have any movements you want to do, or bonus actions, I guess, as well. But it's still under the effect of the curse. Yeah, so you can make a wisdom save. Or a charisma save on this one, sorry.
Charisma. So I'll just type it in.
You just gave up on D&D Beyond. You're like, I'll just type it. Okay.
Yeah. Sometimes the things be annoying. You're still under that curse. That is fine. We move on into Morgan's turn. So, at the beginning of your turn, since you began it not cursed, I will say in this room, you have a chance to like take a look around, not under the influence of Torog. You're able to rebuff it with the help of the Raven Queen. You notice of these 3 statues of these arms that surround this. The northernmost one is about 70 feet tall. There's one to the east that is 40 feet tall. The one to the west is about 20 feet tall. Each arm ends in about an outstretched hand. You notice that each one of these arms bears a throbbing purple-black pustule on each of its palms that seem to be glowing with like this weird Torog necrotic curse energy. They're like all angled enough at the point where you can kind of each, the ones like facing away from you as the hands are like each facing the thing, and like you can just like see the edges of them, so it's like a very like 3/4 cover from that angle. The very northernmost one is like very clear line of sight. But then you also see all of your friends under this effect and trying to fight the best they can. And
Well, I think Morgan is going to have faith in Ludo at this time. She's seen what he's capable of, and she knows that he has a deity to lean on in times of need. She doesn't know about Mox though, so she's going to walk up next to Mox, pull out the verdant tome of Necrosol, and from it cast a remove curse.
what? So what does that brand new thing that has appeared in your book, what does Morgan do with that? Like, how does that look like as she taps into this?
So she opens up the book, and it seems to flip very quickly by itself, the pages turning and turning and turning and turning, until it finally reaches the page with this spell inscribed upon it. She grabs the edges of the book and opens it outward towards Mox as this magic of Corellan, this kind of like greenish energy, very different than her normal dark purple, like light energy. And it kind of washes over Mox.
Awesome. And Mox, you just feel that light boom clarity in your head as that curse is now washed from you. Amazing. Cleric fucking pulling all of the moves.
Yeah.
Save any bonuses or anything else, Morgan?
I'm not gonna use it right now.
All right. That will be end of your turn, and then we'll move back on to Mox with a new line of clarity. You're able to see with your past perception all of those pustules and stuff as well. You still see everything else. This long stone corridor room. There's passages leading off in the other directions, but probably not the first priority right now.
No. I see the pustules in the like the pustules in the hands.
Yes.
Like they're like up in the very top. Okay. Like sort of blinking through and like looking around and like looking at Morgan like, oh, thank you. Thank you for that. He would take a few steps back, sort of looking at it, and that might provoke. I don't know if it does. And seeing like,
from Ludo.
Ludo.
Yeah.
I don't know if it would, but
You would do want to do an opportunity attack, Ludo.
All right.
I hate telling people what to do.
Yeah. Use your reaction now.
Come on, work.
No. Oh, there goes. 15 misses.
No, it did.
Hell yeah. So you try and swing out, but something steals your hand as you watch this. Is something of like companion walking away and not, wanting to harm them.
And then I'm going to take the first shot at this pustule up.
Nice.
On the
That's
top
like
of
the
his
tallest
hand.
one, so biggest range. So yeah, good target.
Yeah. Let's see if it rolls. No, it rolled in D&D Beyond. All right, let's see what it rolled. It natural 20 for a 31.
Roll that damage.
Wow.
Like I said, it's all in D&D Beyond right now for some reason. I don't know why it's.
Yeah, I see it pop up.
It evened up with a 9 on damage in that one.
9.
9.
Okay.
Correct.
Yeah, you see that you shoot into it, and it takes like a big chunk out of it, and seems to, that starts like bleeding and oozing and like leaking a little bit,
All right,
but still seems intact. Yeah.
Same one. Take a shot at the same one. For 26 to hit. Oh, did that one roll through? Nope. Okay. 26 to
It would
hit.
definitely hit.
For a 12. That's better than the
12.
crit.
So 12 and 9. That's 21 damage so far.
Correct.
Anything else with that?
It's still up. I don't know anything else other than to fire, and I have my action surge back. So I'll action surge. I'll surge again because I don't know what's going on. Things are taking.
No, yeah, that's
line.
just one.
So,
No have to. Yeah, just
Yeah,
wanted to-
we'll
or
surge.
I like
on
moved
this.
on from the turn, didn't want
No,
to rush
yeah,
past
we do
you
an
in
action.
case.
18 to hit.
Yes.
For another 14.
Perfect. You see that pustule pop and get destroyed. Your gun gains a charge.
Okay, cool. And then the last shot would be on this one here.
Awesome.
Thinking this one's close enough, so I'll be on the far one.
Yeah, that one's about 40 feet tall.
Okay, 17 points. Or 17 to hit
Hits exactly.
for 13 points.
Awesome.
I love
Yeah.
how my lowest damage was my crit.
Yeah. Amazing. You gotta love when the double dice don't work out.
Yeah.
So as that one pustule popped, you noticed in the place of it a glowing light beacon started to appear. And as you're weakening this other one, it pretty much is like bleeding pretty heavily from the damage you did to it. All right, hell of a turn.
That'll be
Mock's shooting
scream.
away.
Scream to everybody like, let's knock down those nose up top.
Oh yeah, Saeryn.
Yeah.
Saeryn hears that. Agrees. Firebolt.
Awesome. On you might need to move up to get like an angle on the side to get like a clear shot.
That's fine. Yeah. Hold on. Let me pull up Firebolt. I'm not sure how many times I have to roll.
Their bolt should
I think
just
it's
be
just once.
Yeah. One bolt.
Right around there.
Yeah, maybe like actually get like a little bit like more like perpendicular, so you because they're like very tall, like 20 feet tall up and like leaning curved towards like the statue in the center. So yeah, just get that perspective. Yeah, that'd be good.
I think that's 30 feet.
Put yourself
I
at
have
the
a 30.
base.
I
yeah.
forgot. I forget it again. I always forget. I have a 35-foot move speed.
Oh hell yeah,
Satyrs.
wild. Yeah, make that firebolt. Hits, and with that 12 is exactly enough to smash it down. And that bursts and blows up. And you see begin to light up, and there's just the last one left. Anything else on your turn?
One down.
Excellent.
Wow, that's all.
Yeah,
no
you
bonus actions.
You see Aloysia pop back in. She's like, oh, okay, you all didn't kill each other. That's good. What are we doing?
Poppin' zits, love.
Oh, okay. And then you point up towards the thing, so she'll rush up and she'll shoot a firebolt. +6 on that will miss. Just shy of being able to hit it, and she shoots out. She's like, it's a little tricky angle. Sorry. And then at the end of her turn, she disappears again. She's like, And then
It's such a good spell, though.
we'll go up to
Really
Ludo's
is, and I want to
turn.
get it from her.
You are still under the curse, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Make that wisdom save. That is a fail. You know what to do. Hey, you get to do
Do I
some
just
fun
have
stuff.
to-
Yeah.
Can I attack anyone, or
Yeah. Just,
do I?
yeah, just, whatever you think, however you think Ludo would lash out. And whomever. Just imagine they're Aljin.
You're right there.
Yeah, you see Elgin's
You're
face
right
flash
there.
up all of a sudden in your head and just brings that anger that you felt, that abandonment.
Yeah. So Ludo's he's like pounding his fists on his eyes as this curse is like taking over his mind, and he just like overhead swings the spear down at Morgan.
For the attacks. Oh, yeah. And I will say, if you got any smites. At least one of them. You don't have to use smites on both, because I'm not trying to kill all of your, spell slots.
Unlike poor Dearest, who immediately used a 4th level.
Ooh, so at first hit, it's 9 plus 17. And then that second hit with the Silverlight Spear, another 5. And yeah, I'll leave it to, however Ludo wants to do.
Oh, Ludo doesn't want to do it.
Do you have more than half your hit points, by the way? Is anyone here less than half hit points?
No.
Okay. Actually,
Not
no.
currently.
This only apply to Ludo anyway. All right, no worries. And then any
Nope.
bonus actions?
Do I have to use a button?
You said that.
Let's
What is
see.
it? What does the curse say?
Yeah, let me get the exact wording. On a failed creature must use its action to harm another creature it can see using a spell or an attack. That does decrease amount of damage. So it just says use it as an action. So say no compelled bonus action. He's just a big angry paladin.
I think as a bonus action, I'm just gonna try to use my Shieldmaster shove just to push Morgan away, just so it's not so easy for me to hit her again. So I can shove her 5 feet after I attacked her.
Oh yeah. Give her a nice little 5 foot. Is that an athletics check?
Is it contested?
Yeah, I think it might be a contested athletics.
It doesn't say.
Or is yours a attack roll to shove?
It just says if you take the attack action on your turn, you can use a bonus action to try to shove a creature within 5 feet of you with your shield.
Be contested.
Yeah, that would just be a straight shove then. Yep, contested athletics.
Well, I got a 7, so
Our rolls have been like high 20s
Nice.
or 1.
And you push Morgan up over here in this direction. We'll say that will end your turn unless any movement, but yeah.
does he get his charisma save?
Yeah, charisma save at the end of your turn.
Oh yeah. Well, let me try to... Nope. Yeah, it seems like the saving throws.
Yeah, that's been real weird.
Yeah, they probably did some updates that bug some shit out. Unfortunately, still compelled. The curse has not left you. Ludo says there's a lot of pent-up anger issues. Apparently. Morgan's turn again.
Okay, I'm gonna move right back in. So I'm gonna do a little bit of DM barter.
Uh-huh.
I am going to spend a resource. Precious second level spell slot. I know this isn't a cure for this, but I'm hoping a cast of Lesser Restoration might allow him another saving throw. That's the goal.
All
the
right.
resource is spent. I'll leave it in your
Yeah,
hands.
so the resource is spent. So what else would like Morgan like be trying to tap into for that?
I think that with Ludo specifically, she is trying to tap into his divine connection to get him to reconnect to Avandra, to restore that thread that he has that seems to be interrupted by Dora.
No, I love that. Go ahead, Ludo. Give me another. We'll make this a charisma saving throw. Just straight roll. Well,
It's not in the dice. Not in the dice.
Yeah, 'cause I think all other reactions and other fuckeries are spent. Alright, you see them attempting to shake Ludo out of it, Mox, but unfortunately, you see it's not perhaps breaking through. Do you have any other movements, bonuses, Morgan?
Oh no, that was everything.
Yeah, you see, unfortunately, the power was not fully strong enough, but Mox, it's your go.
Okay. I'm going to. The angle's weird, so I'm just going to move up and over to get a better shot at this.
Mm-hmm.
If you would allow, can I wait until Saeryn? I'll yell over to Arlo to, like, you know, maybe we can hit this together and wait until he's about ready to fire and sort of hit it together to see if we can like team tackle this thing and knock it down quickly with my 2 shots and whatever he has, you know, firebolt or whatever on that, but sort of get him to like team hit this to sort of get. Wow, that was
So much louder than I thought.
intense. Sorry,
I am so sorry.
It got me a little bit.
That one was way louder than everything else sounded.
But since he's right after me, try to get him.
Yeah, I'll say let you guys do a nice little coordinated. I mean, he's right next, so let's say let you both go ahead and roll away simultaneously.
Time to fire a bolt.
18 and a 13 on.
Aren't you? You're not
shots.
blessed, that's right.
No, I'm not. No. I think the 18.
I
hits.
am though.
Yeah.
17.
That will make it hit. All right, so 18 will hit. The Arlo shot will hit.
11 on mine.
Total of 20 damage.
It is still there, but bleeding profusely. Did you damage it the round before?
No, this is a.
Yeah, this is a fresh one. Yeah, that's what I thought.
I think
it's
Aloysia tried but didn't.
Yeah.
Missed on it.
Well, guess whose turn it is?
I tried.
What happened to Aloysia?
She pops
Oh,
back.
yeah,
She's just like,
Aloysia's turn.
"Yeah, let's try this again." As she blinks back in front of you, so she's just +6 to this roll for her firebolt. She is still blessed, so that will hit. So let's roll the damage. And I hate.
Jack, how do you want to do this?
Yeah, I get to do the thing instead of you guys. That's always fun. Yeah, she's just like taking you guys long enough and just shoots a little firebolt at it, and you see that pustule blow up and paste, and it begins to glow with that same light as all of a sudden the statue's chest, the doors start to slide and move open as you hear a blast of air and warmth.
Zombies.
Yeah, just hordes to start pulling up.
Hordes of
Yeah, no,
zombies.
that darkness goes into the statue, but you have the feeling that this path will take you further and where you need to go. Quite a different scene than the tableau that was this. That what the other people
Oh yeah.
had experienced. The statue seems to have gone through some changes over the years. This one,
When that last postural or that last node explodes, what happens to Ludo? Does anything happen to
the
him?
curse falls off of Ludo.
Okay.
You all snap to. You have that moment of realization of the curse is now ended. You have a second to catch your breath, and I will say, before it gets any later. But yeah, you guys have any seconds or moments? What you guys need to do? Follow up.
Yeah,
I
as
just
soon
need to
as
cast a
Ludo
second
feels
level
that
cure.
curse lift, as soon as he feels that lift, he like falls to his knees in front of Morgan and like bowing. Excuse me, like begging forgiveness. I'm so sorry, my friend. Please forgive me.
It's okay, Ludo. I know your mind was not your own. We saw this once before in those visions. And, well, honestly, it turned out pretty well. Just gonna give myself a little bit of healing, and then I am.
Nice little touch-ups, yeah. I will say Eloisha will be like, well, let's get inside this hallway before we get any further. Let's take that last short rest. And she starts preparing that catnap ritual tea. She's like, I don't know what we'll find further in, but the place has been taxing enough. I suppose before we go further, I should tell you, in case anything happens, the organization I work for, they're known as the Consortium of Vermilion Dreams. Whatever happened down there before, this cursed hero, this Ruidus born, let's say he might be born as a revenant after what we witnessed, that whatever happened at the end of that ritual brought him back to life. Look, and she reaches into her bag and she pulls out a small little red rock, a mineral, that appears in front of you. She says it's called ruidium. It's found underneath in a deep underwater cavern in the ruins of a sunken city, an ancient metropolis that Akrel was unknowingly built upon. Deep underneath there is a cavern, an entrance to somewhere else where this material was found, and it pulses and glows with the same crimson light of Ruidus, and seeing all the connections that this hero has to that moon. So I don't think it's a coincidence. Saeryn, you see this. That is that red.
Red ore. I was just looking in my inventory.
That was that. Well, you have a red ore from something, but this was the one that you detected from that detect magic a while ago. You're not getting. You never actually got that same feeling off that ore that you have in your inventory.
Got it.
Yeah.
Is this the lady that I saw who had it, or was that someone?
Yes. Yeah, this was her.
Okay.
And now you see it.
Well,
and
then
you
I might actually be able to steal it.
Yeah, and with that, you hear the slight chuckle of a wild stranger in your head, just like. And with that, we'll end the session. Because it late
That
as fuck.
Yeah, that was cool.
Oh boy. Y'all got
Again.
a lot further than I thought.
Again, almost died again. Oh, yeah,
No,
let me
I mean,
short rest this shit
oh,
up
yeah.
again.
Well,
Spinning
before we
stone.
do anything else and
Uh,
do any further, I should probably sign off. This actually ended up being a nice, decent, long episode. Um, you know, just gonna keep chugging through, see what lies on the other side at the heart of the Betrayer's Rise here in the Call of the Netherdeep. Thank you all for playing, and thank you all for watching, hopefully.